Hey, man, Alex, tell people who you are. First off, I said Warski expose. How did you first meet Andy Warski?
I met
Speak like this. Yeah, you're not talking.
Yeah, I met him through you.
That's why. Yeah, I knew that, but.
Yeah, I mean, basically went to Miami.
What was Miami? Hold on. Wait. We have to explain it like they don't know.
Yeah, so basically, I've been watching Killstream for a while, and they were doing the Miami show. They had crowdfunded to do some video between Ralph and Andy and Indiegogo, and they were basically having fans or other people come down to visit. And I was like, oh, I'm not that far away. It might be a affordable vacation. So I thought I'd whisper. I had talked to Ralph a few times before, and figured I'd whisper and be like, hey, are any of the other fans doing an Airbnb? Anyone I can go in and on with and just hang out down there? He's like, oh, how about you guys just join me? Like,
right.
You know, go in and stay at the hotel we're at. So I joined, and Ralph attacked me the first night.
So yeah,
I made friends with Andy.
I didn't exactly attack. I was drunk on the couch and he tried to wake me up, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. That's happened to me before, by the way.
It was all good.
It got me 8 months in jail. But basically, he was a viewer of the kill stream, and I was doing that. We did the It wasn't a GoFundMe. It was a Indiegogo.
Indiegogo, yeah.
For this Miami project the ill-fated Miami project that me and Warski came up with after Knoxville.
Ended up refunding.
Yeah, well, you know what? That wasn't my idea. We actually had enough footage to make something. Now, it might not have been completely up to snuff, but Warski unilaterally...
The cameraman wouldn't really hand over the footage.
Well, no, he wouldn't give over the footage, and also Warski, I'm the only one that paid any money. Yeah. I spent $2,000 fucking on that hotel and a bunch of other shit.
For food, basically.
Yeah, he did pay for some food, to be honest. You're right. He did pay for some food, but I paid $2,000 for the hotel, and I was on the hook for the whole thing. Faggot Warski, because he was getting criticism from Kiwi Farms and all these usual fucking psychos, decided unilaterally to refund all the money. And of course, it didn't matter to him because he wasn't out that much money. I was out thousands of dollars on this fucking shit, and that wasn't the first time he did that to me. He also stuck me with thousands of dollars in fees when he fucking moved to Richmond and left me on the lease.
Yep.
What a fuck! He's just a dirty faggot. Now we could get into that. We will. But okay.
Well, I mean, I went on in the hotel too when I was down there.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
true.
were nice enough.
No, that's true. That's true. You did throw in on it. Yeah, that's true.
But also, Ralph was nice enough. They didn't actually tell us they were going to charge. I think it was $50 a night for parking.
Yeah.
So you covered that when I got down there. It was just like, what am I supposed to do when I show up and can't afford that?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, well,
it's not really budgeted in.
No, it wasn't budgeted in, and that's true. He did throw money. That's true. He brought money to throw in, so it wasn't just me. Yeah. But Warski, the whole idea was the GoFundMe was going to reimburse me for spending all that money, and then he just unilaterally, without even consulting me, decided, man, maybe I would have come around and agreed to that, but it's like, okay, I'm the one out thousands of dollars. Maybe we could salvage something. Maybe we could do something. Anyway, that's a common story with this faggot.
I mean, to be honest, what he had told me is the entire fund, which I didn't know about you having contributed to that. He had told me that his dad had given him a loan for the entire amount for the Indiegogo.
No.
And he had spent, I know not now, but he had spent that entire thing, so it was on the hook for him. He didn't say you were involved in the price at all. So when he was asking for advice to refund, it seemed like refunding would be the right thing to do, but he completely cut you out of the story of that.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a common theme.
He didn't tell failure to me or any of that.
It's a common theme for Mr. Warski. His dad didn't pay shit. A damn thing, by the way. Now, maybe he gave Warski some pocket money. I don't know. But
all the money Warski had was from the dad because he was going to make payments back.
Okay, that could be.
Warski didn't have any money himself.
He damn sure didn't give me any of it.
He was locked out of his YouTube account. He couldn't figure out the two-factor authentication.
All right, so you meet up. We come down there, and it's me, you, Failure, AG Lux, SoCal Chris. Now, we drank the first night. I didn't even remember this till tonight. He's like, "You remember attacking me?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He tried to
County repeat.
Yeah, it was it was literally a Loudoun County repeat where I didn't know what the fuck. I was like being woken up off the couch out of nowhere. I didn't know what was going on. Now we didn't actually have a full fight or anything, but I was like, "What the fuck?" Ready to fight. I didn't know what was happening. It was almost Loudoun County Part 2. But anyway, so we get up there. By the way, I was fucked up during a lot of this trip. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely enjoying myself during this trip.
With the ice bag.
Yeah, and well, we'll get into that. But okay, so how did you get to? I guess you said you started talking to Warski. You'd never met Andy Warski before.
No, not at all. I'd watched some of his streams in the past, but I think I stopped watching around when he became a co-host with JF.
Yeah.
So at that point, I just kill stream. We bonded in the downstairs of the hotel. A lot of the same stories, that kind of stuff, common things and interests.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's pretty much it. Everyone kept warning me about him over and over and over,
Wow.
literally from day one. I was like, well, everyone that's said this in the past, you know, they have a lot of dirt on them. So I don't know this guy. I had no dirt on him that I know of. I believed him, but it turns out a lot of them may have been more innocent than I thought.
So things continue. We have some things set up, but there's really no great direction in this trip. And of course, I mean, I was getting fucked up, but there was really no like. We had some ideas. We were supposed to go to some gator park. There was something else that we were supposed to do, but when it ever came time to marshal the forces, like shit just wasn't getting done. We did get the psychic stuff filmed. We got some other stuff filmed. But basically I was kind of like, well, I don't know. Maybe I should have took charge and figured out some shit, honestly. But I kind of was like, well, nobody knows what's going on. I'm just gonna fucking party in Miami. Like I'm in fucking
and
South
Andy
Beach.
did the same thing.
Yeah, and Andy was doing the same thing. So it's like,
me
well,
and the two camera guys trying to figure out if we can get you guys to where we need to go.
No, it was literally because it's like, well, nobody knows anything. I'm just gonna fucking party and do whatever I want.
I actually set up the psychic thing. We were walking by it one day, and I was like, so let's. I'm gonna call the psychic, and I'm gonna tell them everything about these two guys.
So basically, it was a jumbled mess, but there was a jumbled mess. But this Chinese dude paid $500 to get like a VIP spot or something,
and a full tab at the bar a few times.
Yeah. But I don't know about a few times, at least once though at that bar. Yeah. And so I was asleep. I had went out to the beach and gotten fucked up, and I came back. I like really fucked up. I was at some bar. I had maybe had a few party favors as far as pill stream type stuff goes, and I passed out on the beach. Anyway, I got up and I went back. I was back at the hotel.
Yeah, we were at like some smoothie bar.
It was the smoothie bar. It was the smoothie bar. I wasn't having smoothies though. But anyway, I was back at the hotel and I was passed out, and so Warski, I guess maybe, I don't know, was Warski a failure or definitely Warski? I don't know. They talked this Chinese dude into throwing ice on me.
Yeah, I can't remember who had
I don't know who exactly it was, but they talked this Chinese dude into throwing ice on me. They're like, Ralph's asleep, pour ice on him. Now, okay, first off, not cool, obviously. But second off, you would think, okay, for this type of stunt, you're supposed to like pour cubes of ice on somebody, right? Or like,
I think he threw the whole bag.
No, he threw the whole fucking bag. That's what I'm saying. So you're supposed to like, or pour water on somebody or a wet rag or a few pieces of ice. This nigga grabbed a whole fucking block of ice. It's a bag of ice.
It was frozen together, too.
Yeah, it was frozen together. It was like he just hit me with a fucking brick. Like, I'm not kidding. They're like, Ralph spurred out. That was the narrative, right? Oh, Ralph spurred out over a prank. Nigga, he hit me with a fucking cinder block. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, he literally, you can see it on film. It's like he's throwing a gigantic brick at me. And of course, I wake up. I'm like, "What the fuck? You just heard?" We're like,
we were all there. It's like we were drinking. It seemed like a good idea at the time. We didn't think he was going to throw the whole thing.
No, he didn't even know. But
you heard the impact. We're like, "Oh fuck."
Well, because this motherfucker, I mean, he didn't know. He's Chinese. Yeah. He didn't even know what they were telling him to do, right? So he just grabs the whole fucking block. It wasn't even necessarily his fault. But I wake up, of course, I've just been assaulted in my sleep, basically. So I wake up and I'm ready to fight somebody, right? And they're all freaking out. Like, it was so funny. It was so funny until...
He ran so fast. He was gone.
Dude. Like the Chinese guy, I did see him after, but I didn't see him for a while after. So he was gone immediately. Warski, so tell it from your point of view what happened, because I've told this story before.
Are you talking about the swatting that happened?
The swatting, but also the stuff before that and my confrontation with Warski, because you were there.
Yeah. No, I was right there at the door. Okay,
and I'd rather you tell it, but I woke up after getting hit with a fucking brick in my sleep. I was not happy.
All right, so basically... there's a main area of the condo where we're at, and then there's a room on either side, and there's a balcony that connects all three rooms. So even if you were to lock the door of one room, which has its own bathroom and everything, you can still go through the balcony to the main. Like, you're not locked in. And Ralph walked in. Warski was not wanting to talk. He just wanted to talk with him, like what was going on.
Yeah, I wasn't even really trying to fight him. I was like, dude, we need to have a talk. Because the whole trip was a disaster. I was like, we need to have a talk, dude. Like,
yeah, it had gotten pretty bad at that point. And Warski was like he was kind of mad. He was just packing up, like grabbing shit, suitcase. He's like, I'm leaving, I'm done. And just kind of autopilot, ignoring everything. So Ralph's like, okay, locks the door.
I did lock the door.
And he's like...
I locked the door. I'm like, you're not leaving.
That's all you did.
Yeah.
It's a paper-thin door. We can hear everything from the other side. He's like, locks the door. It's like, we need to talk. Just sit still. And Warski immediately, when he hears that lock click, drops to the ground in the fetal position. This was filmed. Like
this happened. Like
there were lots of witnesses.
Yeah.
And just drops the fetal position and screams like a banshee, and it scared the fuck out of Ralph.
He literally did. I was freaked out, and I was like, I unlocked the door and was just like, whatever. And like I was like, this guy is actually freaking me out. Not scary, but just like freaky. Like he was literally. I'm not kidding. Like he was down in the ground, like full
like a ball,
hands in his knees. I'm not kidding, dude. Like this really fucking happened.
Exaggeration,
dude. No, I'm not exaggerating at all. And he was like screaming and like rocking. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna unlock the fucking door.
And then he was. Andy was fucked up for a while. Like he was pacing and like going outside and walking back and forth outside. There was half of us went to Ralph to try to talk to him. Half of us went to Andy to like figure out what the fuck was going on.
Well, he stayed with me.
Yeah.
So, well, you can continue with the story, but he was basically my minder after this.
But shortly after that happened, like I went back up to the room. I think AG Luck was there. And Zoom took it upon himself to call swatting in because he figured there had been screams, right? And said that there was an assault that had happened, and so police were showing up. And mind you, you're still on, I think, probation.
I was still on. I was on probation, but I had 2.5 years of a suspended sentence and probation.
So there were high consequences.
Oh, I could have went to jail for a long time. Yeah.
So I basically had to head up. I walked outside, met the cops outside because Ralph wanted to leave.
All right, one sec.
Markov sent $3 when you locked that door. Warski got flashbacks from the rape that gave him his lisp.
Actually, Warski said that.
I think that's actually what happened.
He said that, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
no, he talked about it afterwards. Like we broke it down because I mean we're all friends at that point, so we're trying to work him through with it. And
he actually said that at the place where we had the lunch at the I remember that. Yeah, you're right.
He's like, I don't know what happened. I think it went into autopilot, etc.
No, he actually admitted that. I forgot that he said that because we. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, go ahead.
But so AJ Luck and I confronted the cops outside and had to explain the whole situation and keep them from going into the actual hotel room.
Which they didn't.
Yeah, no, they didn't. We got them to leave. We explained everything and got the cards and a case report number and sent them on their way. So that failed, thankfully. And then eventually convinced both you guys to stay and stick it out for a few more days.
He went out and talked to police. By the way, I give him a fist bump here on air. Because I was fucked up still.
Yeah, I mean, you were still hungover and drunk.
Yeah, no, I was sobered up a little, but I was still drunk.
You wanted to leave.
I was about to leave.
I thought I was going to have to knock you out to keep you in the room.
No, because me and him almost got in a fight because I was like, I'm leaving. I was like, I'm leaving Florida. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here immediately.
I've been on probation before. If you have any contact with law enforcement, that can be a violation. So I know. Like, you're staying in the room.
Nah, dude, he made me stay. I was literally like, I'm leaving now. And I've done that before too. I'm like, I'm getting out of town. Like that shit that happened at DigiFaggot's house, like the stuff you saw that. Some people know what I'm talking about. I left Virginia Beach immediately. I'm like, we're getting out of town. Fuck this. We're gone. That was my mentality there. I've had interactions with police before. I was like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. He's like, no, you're fucking up. Stay here. I'll talk to the police. And by the way, I hadn't broken the law.
No.
So he's like, no, you're cool. I'll talk to the police. And he went out there and talked to him and handled it. So like, kudos for that. Okay, so that happened. Go from there with this same story. Now, what did Andy do during this time?
I mean, he was just outside having a breakdown. And then
but he started streaming.
He did start streaming, and then he eventually came out of it. And excuse me, been drinking.
We had.
And then he basically came to realization. Oh, look, the sympathy. A lot of money's paying in. Like, and he actually turned to us, and he's like, maybe I should do this more often.
Yeah,
that was kind of like I was like, not a good look, buddy. But I mean, that was pretty much it for the night.
Yeah, so he turned on his stream and he like was trashing me basically. Yeah, exactly. And he made a lot of money off that.
But then at the same time, behind the scenes, he's saying, "No, it was me. It's my PTSD from before. Once the lock hit the door, I blacked out."
Oh yeah, behind the scenes, he's saying, yeah, exactly. He's saying something completely different. And so the next day, I think he stayed somewhere else that night or something.
Yeah, he did.
And I stayed in the hotel room. And the next day, me, him, and Alex meet up for lunch at this sushi place.
Oh, that was great. Sushi went like 8 times.
Oh, that shit was so good. It was so fucking good. But me and Warski are making peace. This was legit, by the way. Some people thought we were faking. That wasn't fake at all.
It was supposed to be on camera. I think we turned it off at some point.
No, but we had a fucking fight during the lunch. I don't know if you remember that, like at the end.
So it was just me trying to be the mediator between the two of them, brought him to this.
And it was going well, and then somebody said something. I don't know if it was Warski.
I don't remember which one of you.
No, it was one of us. One of us said something off key, and then it just like immediately, like we were just like right back at each other's throats.
It was like trying to grab one of them to bring him back to the seat, and then then immediately, but oh shit, he's out the door. I gotta grab him back.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I ended up getting you back on the roof.
We did finally, we did the roof pool. There was like a pool fucking lounge on the roof. Nice. And then we talked later in the day. So anyway, we're back on the same page at this point. We did the psychic thing. I think that's after that, right?
Yeah, I set that up and we recorded both of the sessions, but she knew about them ahead of time. They didn't know. I worked with SoCal and we got like phone each one of their pockets and did that. Yeah.
Oh shit, here we go.
Warski sent $10 you may not have known, but right after the big fight with Ralph and Warski, he called and was crying to dispatch.
Wow!
Oh yeah, well that was during the stream. He was on stream with
even it was wild.
I remember that.
He had a weird thing going on with dispatch. Like he knew dispatch was taking advantage of him and sabotaging him, but he'd still go to him for emotional support back and forth.
Yeah, that shit was really weird. Dispatch was trying to get him killed in Richmond later on. Like, anyway, what is this call? I guess this is contemporary. Let's see if this Vokaru comes up.
Hey, put Mr. Medicare.
Ralph fucking wouldn't let me fucking.
Oh God.
I fucking now was fucking trapped in the fucking. I was trapped.
He's literally crying, by the way. Can you imagine ever doing this? Like, I'm sorry, I'd rather kill myself.
I wouldn't stream it.
No, fuck. Well, I mean, look, true. Okay, that's fair. I mean, everybody has a tough moment, right? Like, it's something that's really fucked with you. I was crying my ass off. My mom fucking died.
Yeah. You didn't stream it.
No, I didn't. Fuck no. Like, what the fuck? Listen to this guy sniveling and crying like an absolute fucking weasel. What a woman. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. These faggots. Okay, let's continue.
Hey, put Mr. Medicare.
Ralph fucking wouldn't let me fucking.
Oh.
I fucking now.
Look, he has to stop and compose himself because he's sobbing so loudly.
Fucking trapped in the fucking. I was trapped in the fucking hotel room.
Trapped in the hotel room.
There's another door.
There was another door, right? He could have just keep in mind. So, okay, so here's the door to the hotel room. There's a door right here where you can just walk outside and then walk back into the main, right back into the main thing and just walk out. So really, I was just trying to make this fucking Spurg sit still. That's literally what I said. I was like, sit still. Yeah, because he was walking back and forth before he went into the fetal position. I was like, dude, sit still. We need to fucking talk. Like, this thing is going completely off the rails. And, it's about to be completely unsalvageable if we don't.
I was disappointed in him. He's like threatening, trying to fucking fight me and shit.
No, that didn't happen, by the way.
No, there were at least, 4 or 5 of us?
Nobody. And by the way, AG Luck, a lot of these people don't fucking like me even now.
I'm not even on good terms with him.
Yeah, I was going to say, but
we're still on the same page with this. Yeah,
but he's not going to lie about that. Yeah.
And I had to scream at the top of my lungs for fucking help. I had to like almost break the fucking...
By the way, he swears that this isn't what happened, by the way. Yeah. Do you know that he's been on, and I started talking about him going in the fetal position. I don't know. This story came up a few months ago, and I told it. And I messaged you because I was like, Warski swears to God this didn't happen. And he went on Chemo Casino. He went on Chemo Casino and said that. And I was like, dude, there's all kinds of recordings. Like, there's eyewitnesses, including myself. There's footage of it somewhere where he's, like, running in and out, like, not in the actual room.
Yeah, it was from the outside of the door.
Yeah, it's from the outside, though. Yeah, there's footage somewhere, but not in the room. But, like, you can peer in, though. Anyway, so it's like you're denying stuff that's, like, fucking... It's undeniable, really. Yeah. Like, even people that don't like me are still, like, SoCal Chris, AG Luck, they were there, too, and neither one of those motherfuckers like me, but they don't lie about this. All right, let's continue. I want to hear that last part again now. This is really beautiful.
He's like threatening, trying to fucking fight me and shit. And I had to scream at the top of my lungs for fucking help.
Did that.
Until failure, I had to like almost break the fucking door down.
That's true.
And he wouldn't let me fucking leave.
The last part's not true.
Fucking bag, like, get away. He's like, this is my fucking hotel room. This is my fucking hotel room. I paid for fucking half of it.
That's not true. He did not pay for half of it.
Psychopath. He's insane.
Oh.
By the way, Dispatch is laughing at him. I don't know if you can tell. As any sane by the way, I don't know if Dispatch is sane. As any even semi-sane person would be doing right now.
Is that Ralph in the background?
What is that?
What is that?
They trolling him like playing music. I've never heard this. I'm not kidding.
No, I caught the end of it.
I didn't go back and listen to any of that because I was like, you know what, faggot shit. I don't even need to hear it.
I caught the end of it live. Like I walked up. Oh,
okay, yeah,
but I didn't watch it later.
Yo.
Is that Ralph?
Is that Ralph? He's playing sounds and shit.
What is that?
That's not on your side?
No, just,
That's him. That's him playing the songs.
Warski was still pretty
You know
out of
what?
it.
I fucking hate this match, but I gotta say, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard him do in my life. I've never heard this before.
You know what's funny? So like Dispatch is one he docs me.
Oh, one sec.
Warski sent $3 that music is SPCC, who is in a three-way
that's
call.
Oh, yeah, I forgot SPCC was there. Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead.
Dispatch actually, he was I think the main one who doxed me. He was the main one who doxed me. And Warski spread it around like crazy. But I talked to him a few times, and when I flew out to California, meeting my then fiance, now wife, we'd actually arranged to have lunch.
Sure.
But it's like right when it came time to actually hang out and have lunch, he kind of got scared. I think he thought I was going to attack him or something because all the shit he'd done to me. Like he's like, why is this guy being nice to me? I'm like,
well, Alex is a nice guy, honestly. And the reason we never had any beef is because, I mean, I never had any reason to beef with him. Like,
you're literally one of the only people.
Yeah, and I mean, I've never
like
said anything. Even on the aim stuff, I was shitting on Warski, you know what I mean? And even then, I didn't even fully go in on him because, well, we'll get into that in a minute. But let's continue.
No.
You know who did go fully in on him though? Mr. Medicare, his hero. Anyway, let's continue.
No. I thought is Ralph not behind you? Wait, what?
no.
Okay, wait. Are you
acting like
are
you
you
want to kill
streaming
him
right now?
outside during this?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess first would be good. It would probably be good to stream it just in case.
You probably heard, no. You probably heard that from like the previous stream that was playing over when he was yelling.
Oh, maybe.
Figure it out, man.
This is so
No,
bad.
he's not behind me. I saw him in front of me, and now I'm just fucking. I just took a walk around the fucking block.
He sounds like a fucking idiot. He doesn't even know they're fucking with him. This guy's an idiot.
He really doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
And now I have to, I guess, jump on a fucking train and start traveling, be a fucking homeless fucking person.
That's your destiny, Warski.
Going around in fucking America.
No, except not in America, nigga. No, not here. Not here.
Whew. So you were in the room.
With all, and he wouldn't let me go. He's like, you're not getting the fuck out of here. I'm like, get away from me right now. Like, you were holding me against my will. And then he walked the fucking, I don't know. What's all these sound effects, by the way?
There he figures it out.
They're on your side. I'm just listening to you.
Fucking weird.
Wait,
This SPCC is fucking with this guy hardcore. I have
Might have had him
never.
on the call.
He was on the call. I've never heard this. This shit is amazing. Fuck, like I said, I despise Dispatch. I ain't gonna pull any
That
punches.
was like during stream.
Yeah, it was. I won't pull any punches. Complete faggot, but man, this is funny as fuck. Now he's not the one necessarily. You know what? I will say it's not. It's mostly SPCC. Although Dispatch's reactions are pretty funny. Where he's like, "No, that's on. No, that's on your end. What are you? What are you talking about?
Did you call me?
Did you call me? What?
No.
I called you?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
We're in a three-way call right now.
I say he gave it up.
Oh.
You know who with?
No.
Warski's like completely traumatized. Listen to me.
SPCC.
Oh, SPCC.
Yeah,
SPCC
dude.
and this fucker on the fucking
You should
phone.
have known. He listened to it
Dude,
daily at that
yo,
point.
I'm with the AG right now. I fucking. What? They're recording me. They're live. I know they're live. Oh, okay. I know they're live. I said that Ralph wouldn't let me leave the room. I packed my bags. I tried to get out of the
Well, this nigga went and set up shop in the McDonald's, by the way. And was
Eventually,
shooting-
yeah.
eventually. I don't think he's at the McDonald's yet here.
room. And then he locked the door, and I yelled for help. Taylor came in, and I left. And he goes, "Oh yeah, this is my room, my room." What these weird noises?
Gun
It's
has
annoying.
awoken.
Yeah, this is really hard to hear you, dude.
What? No, you're good. You're good. You can.
Yeah.
Dude, Warski is just destroyed in this call.
He was still like half in, half
No,
out of
I hang
reality.
up on you because it's really annoying. It's hurting my ears.
Well, you can tell by his voice that he's had a mental break. You know what I mean?
Like, he legit did.
No,
But
he
then
legit
he
did.
monetized it afterwards.
Yeah, he tries to retcon this. By the way, speak this because I know these mics. Yeah, just speak. But he tries to retcon it after. But you can tell in his voice, and he's crying at the beginning of the call. He actually had a mental break in Miami in that hotel room. He thought I was going to take his ass. I think is what he thought. He thought I was going to take his ass like that babysitter did all those years ago. He thought. Allegedly, I don't know. You know, he's a big liar, so who knows? Maybe he was into it. I'm not sure, but I think he thought I was going to take that ass.
No,
It's like making like real bubble noises or something.
You're good. You're good. You should
Who are we live on? With SPCC or your channel?
on my channel. He called both of us, I think, and that's
Okay,
what.
cool. Yeah. Whatever, cool.
I
Okay, I'm
think
done
it
with
would
it
be
now.
beneficial.
I'm gonna now. I have to grab my fucking bag now, and I'm going to. I guess I don't know.
Dude, I think I think
Yeah,
honestly,
fucking head to another hotel.
boot up the stream and have a little bit of a chat or talk with your chat. Kind of go run over things
Allegedly,
with the chat and get a feel there.
Hey, G, would you do me a favor? Please get my stuff. Because
Too scared
he's
to walk
around
out.
there, and I don't want to be around him. He's very hostile right now, and I'm not comfortable being around.
Listen to this. Can you imagine a grown man talking like this? I'm not comfortable being around him. He couldn't even go get his stuff. I wasn't trying to fight him the whole time. As the thing, like I never threatened to fight him.
Not at all.
Not even one time did I threaten to fight him. I just was trying to make him sit down and fucking talk.
I think the only person who tried to threaten to fight
AG
him
Luck did.
AG Luck, yeah.
AG Luck threatened to fight him in the middle of the
He
street.
denies it at this point, but it's like it's on film.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, who denies it?
Oh, AG Luck.
Oh no, it happened.
like-
I was there. I don't give a fuck.
He faked threw a punch at Warski, knowing he has PTSD with that kind of stuff, knowing the reaction.
He
it
threw a
caused.
punch at Warski that
Mind
missed
you, his employer.
No, he threw a punch at Warski that missed his face like this. I mean, like right in front of his face. And then Warski was scared after that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like totally fucking shook by that action. Anyway, let's continue.
He comes up to people, and he wants to fight them all the time. I need my bag, my red bag, and my blue bag. I got my fucking passport in there and shit.
Oh,
My visa.
Don't cry.
And I need to go.
Andy,
Oh, I was like,
Andy,
oh,
you're
thank
good.
you.
don't
You're
cry, Andy.
good. You're good here.
You don't understand. My entire fucking life has been being controlled by people. And then now it went to a level of being trapped in a fucking room.
What? My entire life I've been controlled by people. What does that mean exactly?
I mean, there's a good portion of it by like Geek Cthulhu.
Well, what is he even? Okay, let's continue.
Saying of an aggressive person. When all I said was, I was disappointed that you weren't fucking there. Wow, look at me, dispatch. What a piece of shit. I was disappointed that the guy that paid $500 to meet, not even me, to meet Ralph, didn't like me. So I brought
Nigga, I was asleep for 15 minutes. Like, all I had to do was wake me up. All you had to do was literally come wake me up. He talked this motherfucker into throwing a bag of ice on a brick on my head. It wasn't a bag of
Yeah,
ice.
it was all melted together.
It was not like even a bag of
I
ice.
didn't realize that, by the way.
No, of course.
Stopped it.
I mean, that might not have been the idea, but what I'm saying is they talked this Chinese guy into throwing a brick on top of me while I'm asleep. Like it wasn't. All you had to do is go, hey, Ralph, can you wake up? Chinese man's here. Okay, yeah, let's go. Like, what the fuck?
You have to call me Ralph. It was $500 fucking dollars.
Why
Well,
you
like,
you know you don't give a fuck?
felt like those guys pay $500 fucking dollars. You know,
Oh yeah, Andy Warski's really concerned about other people's money. Yeah, that's really something that he's known for. By the way, he's really concerned about other people being right with their money. Yeah,
Not taking off with it.
yeah, exactly. That's what he's famous for. Okay.
oh my god.
Andy,
Sorry, I'm just fucking not in a good spot right now.
you're good. You're good. And remember too, if things get dangerous too, you know, you're safe. I
Yeah.
mean, you can call the cops if needed. If you need to get your bag in the room and you're afraid that something's gonna go down, you can call the cops ahead of time. They'll help you. They'll walk in with you.
I'm not phoning the cops. I'm not. Look, he didn't touch.
No, but they can
fucking
escort
failure
you.
on me within. Okay, they get the gas escort me. Yeah. Well, I told AG and SoCal to get everything, like just do a second scour of the room of anything I might have missed. I didn't get everything. I don't think. They got all my important stuff. But basically now, I got. I'm here in fucking America.
No
with,
shit, Warski. We know you're in Miami, you idiot.
2 bags and a visa and and I have to get a fucking phone, a new phone, because fucking I'm on Ralph's plan, right?
Yeah.
So
That's another thing. That's right. He was on my phone plan as well.
Yeah, but he's like saying you're going to cut him off that second or something.
But I didn't.
yeah, I know.
But the thing,
It sounds like a girlfriend just got dumped.
well, it's like, yeah. Yeah, he lives his life like a hoe, like a fucking bitch. Like that's how he listen to him on the call. He sounds like a woman. This sounds like a fucking woman.
I'm gonna go
Just take it
Kelly's
slow.
not gonna help me with that.
Don't worry about it all at once. Take it one.
And listen
step
to dispatch is talking to him like he's a woman. He's actually changing his tone of voice like you would talk down a woman. I'm serious.
at a time here. Honestly, you know, too. If
I got my
if, like,
fucking shit back in Richmond too. I got like a computer there. My Shure mic's like $500.
are you still with failure?
My SNES Mini. I have my PS4. I got like fucking thousands of dollars.
Keyword had. I definitely did sell all your fucking shit after you let me high and dry on the lease. And he still tries to complain about that. You God blessed right that
Yeah, plenty of time to come get it.
Yeah, of course he did. But it wasn't his at that point. He left me with fucking, I'd have to go back and count it up, but it was like $6,000 to $8,000 or something like that left on the lease. I had to fucking sublease that fucking shit illegally. Well, I mean, not illegally. Maybe not fully up to snuff there. But that motherfucker wasn't even paying the full rent. But I had to take what I could get because it was either that or pay the whole fucking rent every month. So this motherfucker, in all honesty, the black dude that lived across the street from my fucking mom's house was paying like 60% of the rent to live there with his family after this. Because I was like, yeah, I mean, at least that's better than zero.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit I had to do after this. Fucking piece of shit fucker.
Oh, I was worth the shit there. You know what, man? If I have to lose a PS4, a Mac, the older Mac.
The older Mac, yeah, of course.
Hello, who's this?
Hello.
Is that a fast food joint?
Hello. 여보세요?
Hello?
여보세요?
Yeah. Chinese food.
Who's this?
모시모시 여보세요?
Yeah, okay. Hello? Did you just put me to like a Chinese fucking
The tiniest fucking
No, that definitely did not just happen, Warski.
restaurant or something?
You're imagining things.
I know you're
little,
just fucking
little
around.
mini Asian place.
No, that didn't
I
happen.
did that laugh, actually. I actually smiled at that. Because I'm in the middle of fucking Miami, fucking freaking the fuck out.
Dude, okay, are you still a failure too, by the way?
But yeah, I'm at the other side of the...
Excuse me?
Hello?
Hello? Excuse me? Hello?
Hey, sorry, who's this? Hello, who's this?
It's motel?
What?
Who?
Oh, sorry, wrong number.
Okay.
Fucking guy.
Well, we have no control over this right now. But just
Yeah.
stay with failure. Failure seems to be, you know, watching out
I'm
for
with
you.
failure. I'm with failure right now.
Oh, he absolutely despises failure. now, and didn't like him then. Even they had a ton of beef even then.
Yeah, I mean, right before we all got together, Failure done a stream bashing Andy, and then shortly
Yeah,
after,
exactly. No, literally
back and forth, nonstop.
Oh man, I bet Failure fucked him up the ass. If you want to know the truth, Failure used to tell this story about there was some VidCon thing, and Failure, this nigga was like 800 pounds. I don't even know. He was way fatter than me. By the way, one of the highlights of Miami is this fat nigga said he would beat me in a foot race in Miami.
Really? I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
It's on tape somewhere. He said he would beat me in a foot race. And I was like Carl Lewis, Michael Johnson, fucking Usain Bolt going down the fucking street. I just fucking like the Flash. Flames were coming up out of my fucking shit. Needless to say, this big motherfucker didn't even finish halfway, and I was like running hard. Like I was like, this motherfucker is not gonna beat me. Yeah, some people remember that actually happened, and I definitely won that race. All right, let's continue.
That was Failure.
That's probably my favorite part of the whole fucking trip was fucking absolutely smoking that big bitch.
Watch out, be a good side. I'd say stream it. Look at chat. Kind of talk things over with chat. I got there's a ton of people in my chat right now who are asking. You know, they wanna talk to you. They wanna make sure things are all right.
We ain't even got into AIM yet. Oh man, that's coming up. I won't spend too much time in Miami, but I feel without talking about Miami, you don't really understand how things kind of unfolded afterwards, right? So that's why I spent a little time on Miami.
See you.
Stick with a lot of people right now are in different fucking chat, like worried about me, and they want me to just stream and just talk to them, just so I can. They are worried about me, so yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. I'm gonna have to take it one step at a fucking time. Who knew we were gonna hit like the? How dare I say I'm disappointed?
I mean, this is around the time that he was having a huge donations roll.
Yeah, when he's starting to get money. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. You yelled me against my will. I yelled and went, "You're holding me against my will. Please move." And he was no, until I yelled, and then you came to the door.
I don't think any real words came out of his mouth.
No, it didn't. It was just yelling and like, please. Like, it was like just yells and like guttural, just utterances. Like, I don't even, there was no like English language really coming out. Just like screams and please. And I was like, I mean, he freaked me out. And I was like, okay.
You looked disturbed when you opened the door.
I was disturbed.
You opened the door. It wasn't him. You opened it.
No, I opened the door. He didn't do shit. He wasn't going to. He was scared to come near me.
He was still on the ground when the door opened.
No shit.
So lying about that.
Literally, they could see him on the ground. Like, I'm not kidding, by the way. He had his knees locked. Like, I opened the door because I was freaked. I was like, yeah, okay, if you want to leave that badly, I guess you really do need to leave, right?
At least for like a good minute. And I'm like, please leave me alone.
That part's true. He did say that, I think. Yeah. Please leave me alone. Yeah, he was yelling that type of shit. Yeah.
He's screaming that when he's going back and forth in the alley.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's walking this way.
Big tough Andy Warski. Oh my God, he's walking this way. Are you hearing this?
I was there.
Oh my God, he's walking this way.
I think I was like 5 steps ahead of you right there.
Yeah, see, he was with me. Yeah. But we were all kind of in the same vicinity.
No, dude. Failure, I mean, AG, and I don't. No,
I gotta go back.
You shit. Thank you.
I gotta go back. We have to hear that again. That was unbelievable.
Against my will. I yelled and went, "You're holding me against my will. Please move." And he was no, until I yelled, and then you came to the door. You yelled for like a good minute. And I'm like, please
it was like
leave me alone.
Seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long. 30 seconds max. Yeah. Like absolute max. Because like literally he went into fetal position yelling. It didn't take long to get there. And I was like, okay. And also, even though I was like still a little intoxicated even after the sleep, but I was like, okay, I'm not trying to get arrested. Like this guy's psychotic. He's yelling like he's being raped.
It felt like that.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's walking this way.
Oh my God, he's walking this way.
No, dude. Failure, I mean, AG, Failure and AG walk with me, and I don't want to look at Ralph, please.
Failure and AG walk with me. I don't want to look at Ralph, please. Does this sound like some big belly badass? I don't think so.
Philly, I mean, AG, Philly and AG walk with me, and I don't want to look at Ralph, please.
Could you, by the way, I see Baked in the chat. Yeah. Could you ever imagine acting like this? I'd rather die in the street than act like this. I'm not kidding. I would rather fucking bleed to death in the middle of the fucking street than go out like this. Like, I am dead serious. Just kill me. Just please kill me, bitch. Like, I just cannot imagine a scenario where this could ever happen. I would rather die. Yes, this is real.
Yeah.
100%. Somebody in chat said, is this real? Yes.
Keep him away from me. Keep him the fuck away from me. Why did he keep walking up to me?
His voice cracks.
His voice cracks. Dude.
Keep him away from me. Keep him the fuck away from me. Why did he keep walking up to me?
Why does he keep walking up to me? Why does he keep walking up to me? I have never heard anything. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. I was with you.
This was exactly. Oh, he was with me. I've never fucking heard this.
Joey Joestar sent $3. Lol, you really have a way of destroying people mentally. Wish I had that talent sometimes.
By the way,
you didn't even do anything.
I mean, I guess it's just like an innate ability in some ways. Can we go ahead? Just put this Voker out here. I sure would hate this to get tagged with Andy Warski every time he puts something on Twitter. Make some, content with this. Clip out some super cuts. I really would hate if everywhere he turned, there were clips and audio clips and cartoons of him yelling out like Terrence and Phillip on fucking South like that. That would like Canadian faggot like he is, Terrence and Phillip are too. That would really break my heart.
Okay, you sobering up now? Now would you be buddies again?
What?
Swear to fucking God. Leave me the fuck alone.
This is terrible. Oh. You know what's funny is I got Alex in the studio to tell all on this motherfucker, and honestly, this shit is as bad as anything he could say.
It's worse.
Yes. Ego Baby sent $3. I'm hitting it with the SEO as we speak.
The SEO. I like how it said SEO. Get that SEO going. It's so funny because we were literally talking about all these stories beforehand, and I'm sitting there and listening to this Voker, and I'm like, damn, this is fucking... It's going to be tough to top this motherfucker.
A little bit, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to try anyway. All right, let's continue.
Swear to fucking God. Leave me the fuck alone. I swear to God. Leave me the fuck out. Okay, they stop.
Dude, he's going to get his ass beat by that Filipino. Like, he is going to get beat so badly in that ring.
Is he doing a boxing match?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Sweet, you got to, yeah.
So that's not going to work because, I mean,
no shit.
Is there a little blood involved in boxing?
Yeah, there can be, yeah.
Yeah, just when I got my gauges punched out, I think there was a stream on it. They started bleeding a little bit later. He sees a little bit of blood. He passes out. He fell to the floor like a pile of bricks. Human blood, dead.
Dude,
that's
there's
not
no
work in a
chance.
boxing match. I've never seen him in a fight ever.
Me either. Well, dude, he's going to get worked.
The threat of a confrontation in Clearwater, he started screaming like a woman.
Well, we're going to get to that in a sec, but even this too, like, this was
I don't want to see him.
Well, this shit wasn't even as serious as what happened in Clearwater, honestly. And we knew each other. We were friends, quote unquote. Like,
we were living together.
Yeah, exactly. This was a dispute or disagreement between roommates. This is how he acted with that.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Alex Wasabi, August 20th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Wasabi. He's fighting. He's going to be on that card, though.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I thought he was fighting Wasabi at first, too. Nah. He's way down on the undercard. He's going to get smoked by that fat Filipino. Okay. And then we'll never have to hear about it again.
I don't think he'll show up.
I saw that Filipino. I might show some clips later, but that dude's literally out, like, street fighting. Now, they have gear and stuff, but they're, like, out in parks, like, really fighting niggas. Like,
I mean, I had to take him down a few times. He was in good shape somewhat then.
Decent.
I had to take him down a few times when he was drunk, like, literally knock him to the ground.
He's not strong at all.
And then he told me next time, he's like, you need to have some zip ties on you because zip tie me next time I get that drunk. Like, he was making rhino noises and breaking shit up in the house. Yeah. Dude, he said Feller and I should have zip ties on.
This guy's going to take one good punch from that Filipino and he's going to fucking fold quickly. All right, let's continue.
Andy?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
SPCC.
You're exactly right. He's gonna collapse, dude. He's gonna get 1 or 2 punches.
He
and
might
then-
get one punch in and he'll faint. He'll
That's
faint.
what I think. I think he's gonna
I call it
get
a feint.
He's gonna take a couple real blows, and then he's just gonna like wilt.
You know what's weird though? He used to be a butcher.
Oh yeah, he told that before.
Human blood he passes out from, but not animal blood.
Yeah, well.
SPCC.
Yeah, not rhino.
Rhino noises, zip tie. Yeah, I know. We just skipped over that, babe. What the fuck? He really. We'll get into that in a minute. Why he might have wanted the zip ties to come out.
Oh god.
Like business.
You never thought of that. All right, let's get in.
All right, yeah, just
Okay, I'll charge my phone up a little bit, and I'm gonna scream it, and I'm done. I'm done. I can't believe this actually fucking happened.
yeah,
Holy shit,
have
man.
failure do it on his channel.
Look. I'm a goof sometimes. I'm an idiot sometimes, and all this stuff. I'm positive for fucking 1 week, and then this happens. It's like,
Excuse me?
hello?
Yes, hi.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, yourself?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Sorry, I think I might have dialed the wrong number. Who is this?
This is Greek Village.
Oh, you know what? I was looking for
SPCC just bombing him at any time with a fucking call.
City. Sorry, I apologize. All right.
By the way, SPCC, did you hear Ralph Wave at the beginning of the show? He did that song for me. He did the Christmas version of Ralph Wave. SPCC is a Killstream guy and was always a Killstream guy. So he's sitting here fucking with Warski this entire call.
So I have to find a hotel. Okay.
Three for Greek.
I'm gonna. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Hello.
You there?
Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go now. We're gonna talk. Me, AG, and Kelly are gonna talk, and we're gonna figure out a plan for me. What I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. Okay.
What the?
All right.
Streaming soon. Okay.
All right. Try and stream it if you can.
Just follow my just follow my my Twitter or whatever, and I'll sign up for stream on Pro Dragon. The reason I haven't done Warski is because my computer has to be shipped from back home, and it's like one of those I don't remember the password. It was saved on my computer.
That's another story.
What a retard.
So I have to get it shipped. But I tried, using my secondary entry, which is my phone number, obviously, my old phone.
I had to fix that, by the way.
And then it's like, we
know his dumb ass can't fix anything. Yeah.
Well, his manager wouldn't either.
return
His manager, quote unquote. Don't get me started.
your cover your
Some fucking Jew he paid to not get banned off YouTube and got banned anyway. But
Oh, they did nothing.
now he did protect his ass for a while though, by the way. But
Until he stopped making money.
yeah, exactly. Until he stopped making money, and he wasn't worth protecting.
Google accounts in 5 to 7 business days or whatever. I'm like, fuck. If I haven't only been Triple Dragon. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, follow me on I will let you know when I'm shooting, probably within half an hour. Okay.
Okay, and yeah, if failure needs to, because your phone's low, stream it from failure side also. But yeah, just a ton of people are asking how things are, what your plans are. I mean, like.
Yeah, man, scary, man. But you know what? I have to keep fucking pushing.
I remember the super chats were like, "Don't kill
I have to
yourself,
keep pushing
Andy."
forward, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like
Things will
literally
get better.
dude.
Like,
Andy has simps like a Ehor would have simps.
At the time, yeah.
And some of them are men. A lot of them are men. And it's a bunch of fucking, suspect niggas, some of them. But also just, Andy's a lovable retard. And let me simp for a fucking dude.
Retarded Phoenix.
Yeah, the retarded things. Oh, he's just a little retarded. And by the way, he cultivates that image on purpose. He's not actually as retarded as he seems. He wants you to think he's retarded. And actually, it's so funny because it bothers him that people think he's stupid. It actually does bother him. But he also plays into it because he knows it's his get out of jail free card, too. So, when he had the meltdown at JF, it was because JF said, I'm tired, Andy, I'm tired of your low IQ interruption. That was what pissed him off. And by the way, it was just dead on cutting. It was a low IQ interruption. But it bothered him because he knows he's low IQ. He knows he is low IQ interrupting, and it just cuts right to the fucking core. And even though he knows it's to his benefit to play into being a retard, that like hurt his ego too much, and he blew up his most successful venture over that. All right, let's continue.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, you know, if you need anything, give me a call.
Bye. Peace. Peace. Bye.
All right. See ya. All right. Woo.
Come on.
Come on, come on.
Come on. SPCC, you there still?
What's the damn pass?
SPCC.
I still don't know how he did these effects. What the? Who is JF? JF Garrett P. Oh, we're going way back.
Sir, I'm looking for the password for my
We're going back
computer.
and look. Honestly, I can play the rest of this, but I'm not going to because we got so much to get through. Talk for a second, Alex, about your thoughts on that. I'm going to grab one more drink for the second half of the show.
You grab one for me.
Yeah, I will. What do you want? I'll see what's in there.
Something alcoholic and something water.
All right, good.
Norm.
Now they can hear you.
Yeah, I was with that a mic. No, I mean the Miami trip was fun, but that's interesting hearing Ralph's point of view that he actually had input in that money because it was actually I think it was AG and me who convinced him to refund the money on that, but we were under the impression because Andy's dad was calling him like every day, like I need a payment, I need a down payment, like you need to pay some of this back, you need this money back, and so we thought it was all Andy's money, and the Indiegogo part is at least Andy claimed. So it was like, dude, you didn't hold up your bargain, and like, you know, I mean, Ralph played a part in that too, but you know, Andy just gave up and just stopped creating content when Ralph didn't do exactly what he wanted. So it was both of them, but he refunded, and we thought it was all on him, and it was like everyone kind of deserved their money back because nothing got made, but it was definitely more on Andy, but with the manager, that was ridiculous. Like Andy didn't have access to his main YouTube account. I think he had 250,000 subscribers, and none of the income was coming to him because he couldn't get through his two-factor verification, and the manager couldn't figure it out to fix it for him. And I was like, okay, we need money for the trip. So they were like scheduling out, so it's like, okay, hand it over to me, like I'll fix it out. It took me 10 minutes. He's paying this guy what, like 10, 25% of his money, and then when he get his login. And it's like, it took me 10 minutes to fix.
Warski gave away.
And I got him, and we got a paycheck, so he paid most of that money to his dad, and then...
Dude, Warski gave away a huge piece of his pie to this fucking idiot. I mean, during the main part of his career, too.
He said he was making 10 grand a week at one point. Where'd that money go? Like, how irresponsible were you?
Dude, he made so much money that it was like... No, dude, I don't even understand.
PewDiePie used to watch every show he did at one point. He blew his career.
Dude, how is he living at his dad's house? I mean, this guy made money. And look, I made a decent.
I've seen the private messages between him and PewDiePie. Like, biggest person on YouTube. The guy used to watch him religiously, and it's like nothing now. Like, he won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. He ruined it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, Lowe's.
You want one? Oh, there ain't much. Hey, hit the scotch.
Is it in here?
Yeah,
no, it's out there. You can have
bring
some.
the scotch too, because this is about to run out.
I got you.
I thought you were going to bring scotch.
Yeah, I brought the vodka because I thought there was more in here.
Yeah, Lowe's hit that.
Yeah, Lowe's hit that hard. Here, take this.
Remember when he's like, I'm not going to hit that. I don't need to get wild.
Yeah. But the point is, this dude gave away a lot of his money. And look, I made
a lot
money
of YouTubers
too,
do
but
that
I'm
too.
not broke. Like, I'm not living in my days.
You got to invest.
Sure, go ahead. You want to come? Look, come in here, Lowe's. What's up, buddy? We've been having a blast here. Come in here and say something.
What's up, man? I love you guys so much. I know you guys are having a great kill stream in here. I'm kind of doing my own thing off to the side. Is this it is a plug.
It's scotch, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yo,
It's really good scotch, yeah. You motherfucker!
I'm sorry.
With 12-year scotch, you're going to do that.
This is 12-year scotch, by the way.
And let me have a little bump with you. You're having a great kill stream, man. I love you guys.
Thank you, brother.
You have a good night.
Thank you, man.
Take it out of your head.
All right, we're going to have Lowe's on tomorrow night, by the way.
What, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
We said that earlier.
I'm drunk.
I know.
I'm not getting a drink tonight.
I love you guys.
I love you too, man. Be good.
Love you too, man.
Lulz is awesome, man. We had a fun stream last night. We're gonna have Baked is gonna be on tomorrow night, and I also want to have Lulz like in a studio show. So we're just gonna bring him on when Baked is on tomorrow night too for the finale in Tampa. I'm kind of sad to go, honestly, because it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I miss my family and shit too, and I got to get my fucking house set up and all that, so I have to go. But it's been a real blast to be here in Tampa. And I think we've actually provided for the fans, too, as far as content goes. I hope they feel that way. We do have the mental health fund on the screen. We already hit a huge fund today. So these late night funds, you don't feel bad if we don't hit it or anything like that. I basically already made my money today. You guys gave me like $300 earlier for the show. So this is kind of just like a bonus fund, basically. But I've gotten so used to using the goals, and I think people have more fun actually when I have a goal on the screen. So that's why. So don't feel obligated or anything like that. All right, now, not that you ever would, but I'm just saying it's no big deal. Now, where is I think we do have a musical interlude, though, that I wanted to, really? Yeah. We do have a musical interlude here that's only appropriate. Can we get this set up? Hold on, wait a minute.
Bike to... I commissioned Mike the Bike to make a song. So I'm going to look at the chat, and we are going to listen to the Mike the Bike never before heard music that is commissioned strictly from me, Several Pancakes, an exclusive Mike the Bike original song for me. So this song is about our good friend Flamenco.
Your masturbation. We don't need your thoughts go home. No dark orgasm in the classroom. Flamenco leaving kids alone.
Flamenco, leave them kids alone?
All I know, you're just another
brick in the wall. I'm jealous that Nolan said he saw him live. You mean Pink Floyd?
All I know, you're just
okay. Was Roger Waters there? Yes or no? Because if no, then I'm not that impressed.
brick in the wall. We don't need your masturbation.
I mean, I'm thinking the answer is no, since there's been like one concert in the last 30 years that Roger Waters was at with Pink Floyd, and it was at Live 8, actually. So I would be really surprised if it was, yeah. Actually, in the last 40 years, I guess. Oh, shout out to Cumia, man. Anthony Cumia, obviously a legend. I won't toot his horn too much, but I appreciate him following me. I hope to have him on the kill stream sometime. We're talking about some side lore here, so I apologize if it's a little it's kind of about the lore of our show and some people we've been involved with, so it might be a little hard to follow if you don't know some of this lore, but we got to dunk on the faggots, so thank you, man. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to say. Yep. All right, you know what? While Kumi is here, I'm going to come back to this later. I'll play the full thing. I feel like, I don't think he's ever seen this. The AIM incident. I mean, maybe he has, because this thing got around. Now, this is Warski. We did the intro. We talked about Miami. Why don't we talk about how this, I mean, let's do a little speed run to get to this. But I went back to Richmond after Miami.
Yeah. I stayed for, I think, a weekend with Royce and Mersh. And, went back home.
That's right.
Warski had his freak out with you.
That's right.
And then cried, calling to Family or me to come pick him up at the train station.
He just left with no announcement to me whatsoever and left the lease and left everything.
Interestingly enough, the story of what happened that day was what happened that day one, but now it's completely different.
Well, and I won't go into all that because it involves my ex-wife and all that. And it's not true the way he retold it. But anyway, I won't go
he
into
told me
it.
the truth at first. And that's
Yeah, exactly. Now he has a completely different story. Yeah, of course. But he left with no warning. And so I dealt with the lease and all that. But
I picked him up from the train station with Failure. Failure met me here. And we basically started our IRL stuff. We went around to where we were. We went to Orlando for a bit. We actually got a travel sponsorship. We were hooked up at 4 or 5 star hotels, dirt cheap, with a really great deal. We could have traveled around the whole country.
Now, who negotiated that? I'm imagining you.
Yeah, I did. I mean, there was a girl who actually was interested in Andy. He was oblivious to it, and we told him, like, no, don't hit that. Like, she's ogling you. Like, go back for that. And then Andy and I went to the meeting and arranged the sponsorship, and I put up the front money for it because he didn't have it. And it was a few grand. He paid me back for it, but he didn't have the money on hand.
Now, when did he try to suck your dick?
Oh, that? So that, I didn't even realize it was recorded. My wife, so Andy and I, after he was here and Failure kind of got us stuck here, Andy and I were on a pool league at a bar called Don's Bar and Grill near where I live. And so there were some spinsters there, like 2 women, probably in their 50s. Really quick quips and stuff. They used to harass the fuck out of Warski. Like, it was hilarious. They go back and forth. It was almost like I was flirting with them, but it was funny. But they just gave him a hard time. My wife and I ran into them shortly before COVID at the bar. And they're like, oh my God, has she seen the video? I'm like, what video? And she's like, when he tried to suck your dick. I'm like, what? And I remember the event. I didn't know they were in the corner recording. He was fucking wasted. And honestly, it's not the only time. But he literally like got down, like I can't demonstrate here, but like I'm on the bar stool.
Don't demonstrate, please.
Never. Sound effect there. I'm on a bar stool. He literally drops down the bar stool to be like at waist level, like trying to, paw at me like a girl would. And like, come on, let me suck your dick. Like, let's go in the bathroom.
No, wait.
Like it.
You're saying he pawed up your body like this?
Yeah, like kind of like
one of these,
almost touching my kneecaps.
Like,
almost touching my kneecaps.
Doing one of these? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Almost touching my kneecaps.
Okay,
He's like, come on. Sure. And he went back up. He's like, come on, let me suck your dick. Like, you like it? I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck?
No, I wouldn't like it. Please, get away from me.
How fucking, you've had too much to drink. I'm like, cut him off. Like,
what do you mean? You'll like it? What the fuck? No.
He's like, no, I'm serious. Let's go in the bathroom. I'm like, stop fucking around. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, no. I thought he was joking at first.
So he sucked a dick before then. There's no doubt about that, right?
Yeah, I know people that...
Come on, you'll like it? It sounds like he's got some experience.
He's confessed to having devil's threesomes, if you're familiar.
No, I don't know what that is. A devil's threesome? No,
2 men and a woman. He's had multiple of those, apparently.
Okay.
But
it's true. He did work for it. That's true. Kumi's right. He did put in a little effort. That's right. No, he was really trying to be sultry and sexy, wasn't he?
He was trying to convince me. He was hammered after that. Wow. I told him to cut him off. But yeah, these women...
If only all women would work this hard, I gotta say.
Wow. They recorded it. So they showed it to me and my wife when we went into the fucking bar. Oh. And like, we were off the internet. We didn't have Twitter accounts. Like, Andy fucking shared our docs around. Like, people... apparently we had like 5 swattings. And I didn't even know it because Pasco sheriffs are the bomb. Like, they don't fuck with this shit. They know it's a swatting. They don't show up. They don't even tell you. I put myself on the like a list back when Andy was streaming at my house. I'm like, we're on the internet. We're streaming. There may be swattings. I explained everything to them. They're like, oh, okay. They put us on a list. So after that, apparently 5 swattings happened. We've had someone show up to our house. We have a Nest camera and shit. Yeah. Eventually, like we put out there that we moved. It stopped happening and that kind of stuff. Like, it never kept happening. But like, he doxed us. He put that shit out there. But yeah, so we went to the bar and they showed us the video and it's like, we were off the internet. So I was like, I didn't have any reason to keep it. I didn't have a reason to like, send that to me. Like, I'm gonna put it online. I didn't give a fuck. I was off of this shit. But it was hilarious. But unfortunately, because I would have gone back now, Ralph's like, oh, I'll pay $1,000 for that video.
No, I literally...
I'd buy the video.
I swear to God, I'd pay $1,000 for that video.
That bar's closed. Unfortunately, they were one of the places. It was a great place.
Hey, old fat bitches, if you're listening, I got $1,000 right now.
They went bankrupt. They closed down shop during COVID because there wasn't enough interest.
All right, let me play this. I got to make sure. Kumi, you have to see this.
There was more stuff.
You have to see this. Now, this is infamous footage here. Now, this is in Clearwater where I'm at right now. And, well, some things happened. It's 7 minutes Now there are longer clips. This
I'll
is
fill
kind
in
of
the gaps.
Yeah. We have the expert.
I have the
here.
full video.
A gun.
But we didn't have time to go through it.
Gun. This is a Bruder Film level shit. That's right. Gunplay does happen. We'll see how it goes.
Listen, gun motherfucker.
Is that him? Is that him? Oh, God damn. That's him.
By the way, did you? I don't know. I don't know if he was.
Damn it! Keep going.
I don't know if
keep
he was
walking. Let's leave this place.
No, I don't know if Kumi was here earlier. Listening to the Vokaroo where he was like yelling, but it's that where he was like in terror, but it's that same tone of voice.
He blacked out. He told us he blacked out. He's like, "What do I need to tell? Like, what do I need to tell lawyers? What do I need to tell the cops?" Like, he was asking me to tell. He was like, "What happened? I don't remember."
It's so funny. Oh my god! All right, come on. I'll stop. Just let me play it. Just let me play it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like Warski and pause it 100 times.
All right, yo. All right, stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
Here he is.
Failure's so fat. This motherfucker, he can't even hardly understand what he's saying. Anyway.
Stand your ground, sir.
Stay back. Stay back.
Grab it. Andrew, grab the fucking
Stay back. Stay back. Go aim.
Aim. I didn't even hear that. I was
Stay back, guys. Go, Alex.
I did not reach for my gun.
By the way, Alex this is Alex right here for the record for those joining us late. We call him Aim Alex for a reason.
Stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
You want to pause real quick?
I've got a fucking gun, motherfucker.
So right
Stay
there,
back.
Right
Oh wait,
before,
you want to pause it? Hold on, wait. Let me go back.
right before I said I've got a gun, motherfucker. To the right of where the camera is, right there, because Andy's a shit cameraman, likes his face more than content. There are two men who you can see earlier in the video, the full video, who were at the bar with these guys. One of them actually pulled out a knife and was heading towards Failure. He was already getting hit in the back of the head, but that's a fist fight. I'll join in on a fist fight. Unfortunately, they already knew I had a gun on me, so if I lost a fist fight to these roided freaks, they were going to grab the gun. They were deranged. But when a knife enters the fight, it's like, okay, I pull my gun. It had nothing to do with Andy saying aim or anything like that. Now, I will point out, after it was de-escalated, Failure and Andy were like, shoot them.
Oh yeah, they actually. Okay, well let's just play it. That was after it was de-escalated.
At the end of the full clip, my post on Twitter later. We'll see the two people later.
Yeah, we'll put. All right, let's go.
I've got a fucking gun, motherfucker.
Stay back.
This is being, for those who don't know, this was broadcasted live at the time on air.
Middle of the street, mind you.
Yeah, this is live on the internet. While this is
There are
happening.
cars waiting to cross.
Stay back. Stay the fuck back.
Walk away now.
Stay back.
This is live with a fucking gun.
Mind you, look at the
Fuck
shirt.
back. Get the fuck back.
Fuck yeah.
Get back.
God, that-
Get back. Get back. Get the fuck back. He was assaulted. Get the fuck back.
He was
Get the fuck back.
I don't remember that. Oh my God.
Aim.
Calling the cops now.
Aim.
I'm on the phone like aim.
Stay back.
God.
This is one of the funniest
Defend
things.
ourselves.
Now,
We
the
want
only
to
This is
sober
one of the
guy.
funniest things in online history, I'm
The only
afraid.
sober guy, or somewhat sober, was the guy in yellow, trying to hold the guy in white back, who I think at one point ripped his shirt off. But like that guy was roided. He was deranged.
somebody
But
does take their shirt off at some point.
He'd
yeah.
walk away, and Andy would scream like, "Girl, stay back!" Like,
Well, they
and
were
then he'd
back
start approaching
already.
again.
They were already back. All right, let's continue.
Ourselves. We will defend ourselves. Stay the fuck back. Stay the fuck back. Stay the fuck back. We will defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves. You hear us? We
By
will
the way,
defend
this is a retarded Canadian.
Wait, a comment here. Typical Canadian. They're
Yeah.
all Canadians, mind you.
Oh yeah, the other people are Canadians too. Well,
All of
Andy,
them are from Andy's hometown. We found that out looking up them afterwards.
Well,
They're
see-
all from Andy's hometown.
by the way, Kumi is right. Who
So they
advances?
breed them the same, apparently.
This is my thing too. Who advances on someone with a gun yelling?
Oh, he was roided out and drunk. These guys went and drank afterwards, Mike.
Yeah,
They were
but I'm
spotted
just
at the
saying,
bar.
like Warski's making it worse by his yelling and
They
agitation.
back off, he'd do that, and they'd be like, well, I'm not going to stand down this pussy. Like, I'm approaching.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, let's continue. There was something else I was going to say, but I forgot.
We will defend
Oh, the Canadians. So he has in his mind, he read this from like the George Zimmerman trial or some shit and thought that if you say we will defend ourselves.
That was weird. They thought you had to
No,
say
he
it
thought
aloud.
that was like some magic phrase. Like if you're in Florida and you say we will defend ourselves, that you can just kill somebody anytime you want. Well, that's not how it works.
An important part before this, they actually... I'll fork up the money, or we'll figure out how to get eventually the footage or something. But it's all body cammed. They wanted to charge Andy. They wanted to charge him for the death threats he made with cause to carry it out, mind you, before this all happened. Because he said, I have a gun. I will put a bullet in your chest, like right in your heart. He was threatening these guys. I had pulled out a taser to get them away at one point, but I don't know if it's before that or after that. I have to rewatch it. But he was threatening them with a gun. It's like, it's not your gun, Andy. I'm not going to shoot them over a fist fight. Like, I didn't pull the gun until the knife came out. Like, you're threatening to shoot them. It's not your gun.
Right. Well, you're
like,
the one that
is illegal. But knowing he had access to a friend with a gun, that is probable cause to arrest him because that is a dead.
Well, he almost gets arrested. He's so lucky he didn't get arrested.
Well, I only got arrested because he called the cop a fag. Like,
yeah,
he's
there bad mouthing the police. By the way, that is the exact wrong thing you want to do in this situation.
You fight it in court.
They maybe could have got out of this.
Oh, every cop but the one that he insulted.
The fat cop,
the fat white cop. Yeah,
well, who is the funniest motherfucking cop I think I've ever heard in my life. All right, let's continue. We'll get to that in a sec.
Ourselves. You're going to fucking jail.
No, they're not going to jail.
Defend ourselves.
No, because they're Canadian too.
Camera. You're on camera. Stay back. Stay back. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out. Stay the fuck.
Wait, now he's talking real loud. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out.
You want to get shot? Stay back.
Mind you, I was ignoring him.
You'll get shot. You'll get shot. Stand the fuck back.
They're walking away. Andy, do not approach them.
That's me.
Hey, get away from them now.
Buddy.
That's how I talk to my cat.
Aim. Buddy, you're getting shot. You're going to get shot.
Now, didn't Failure get punched? Did he get his ass whipped a little bit?
Failure got hit in the back of the head quite a few times, which technically can kill someone. Like, that is a dangerous assault.
Yeah, I feel so sorry for him.
Something about that.
Yeah.
So, Failure, I think this was fake, gets on the phone with the police as well and says, the cops are telling us to follow them. Now, what cops tell you to follow your assaulters? That doesn't happen.
No, they never say that.
Also, earlier in the video, just speculating here.
They don't say that, no.
On this later. Earlier in the video, I've got like the 3-hour, 5-hour video, whatever here. Failure is seen talking with these guys earlier in the night. So, like, we were on friendly basis with these guys several times earlier in the night. It's just a little...
Well, it's drinking. You know how that goes.
We'll see.
All right,
we can get him in for an interview.
Get shot. You got to get shot.
Now walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away.
Hold this.
Do not approach them. They're walking away now. Get away. Hey,
That's Alex talking.
Pedestrian? Walk away, sir.
All right, you're leaving.
They're in the middle. By the way, they're in the middle of the street,
And
just
before this, there were
completely.
cars
People are
behind
trying to
us.
walk around.
Yeah.
I mean, drive around.
Follow them. Go to jail.
Flemish, actually, he was sober during this.
It's on camera. It's on camera. You're walking towards me?
No. Stay back.
Wait, you walking towards me? No.
Back.
You are. I was the only one not walking towards them.
Yeah. Stop, guys. Stop. Not the fucking time. Fuck off.
You idiot. You could turn it off.
Stop. You fucking retard.
We hate knickers.
Turn that shit off. It's not the fucking time.
Then turn it off. You want the money.
Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
He's approaching.
Stay back. Don't approach my buddy. Do not approach my buddy.
You don't give a fuck about your buddies, Andy.
Don't approach my buddy.
These guys insulted my friend. We're following you. The police will be here in a second, you fuck. Yeah? He assaulted our friend. He's gonna assault my friend. Really? Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That guy sounds really concerned. Really?
That's failure up front.
By the way, they keep walking towards him.
Because you don't want to run away from someone sounding like a woman.
Yeah, but like, I mean,
that's
if you're advancing on someone, like, they can say they're threatened too. You know what I mean? It's like somebody has to stop advancing.
At that point, things can change.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, we have a weapon. They don't yet. People are advancing on them.
This is a very nice street. Aim. Canadian, yes, that's a good point. Shia says this is a Canadian gunfight.
You fucking made the wrong move.
He's still walking towards him.
What, you'll kill him?
Failure was insisting.
Hey, I got it on camera, buddy.
Why?
He said the cops were telling him. I don't believe that for a second. They deny it.
No, they weren't. Of course they weren't. Yeah, it's over. Walk away. They're going after them right now.
Tell you walk away, and they'll find out where you
By
are
the way,
later and for you.
keep in mind that failure is on the phone with the police.
He says he is. I don't think he
Oh,
was.
well, y'all called the police, though, right?
I called the police. His phone was not an emergency.
That was not a good.
You know
that
what
was
he
not a
called
good move.
Yeah,
That was no. That was
It's
a bad move. That was a bad move.
But
that was a bad move.
Knowing Pinellas County Sheriff's, yeah, it was a bad move.
That was a bad move.
But Failure's phone was not in emergency mode after the fact.
Okay, so you
Usually-
think he's lying?
I
mean,
do,
I
to
don't
be
know.
honest.
All right, let's continue.
Cops don't say follow them.
No, they don't say that. That's true.
What's his name?
Yeah, we literally could have left and been fine. Probably if I had.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you hadn't called the cops, even though you pulled the gun, you probably could have just left.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Unless the caller called.
Well, unless one of the
People
Canadians,
actually like us back
but they're from out of the country too, and they're probably just gonna fly back to Canada.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Unless you actually shot one of them.
Thank God.
Look, they're talking to a flashlight cop. He don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah,
getting
that's an
arrested.
aquarium security guy thing.
They assaulted my
Flashlight cop.
They're
Yeah.
gonna get away.
Somebody told me that term in the 7th grade, and I was like, flashlight cop. I never
Yeah.
forgot it since then.
The Clearwater Marine Aviation.
God, the red hair.
Security guard right now.
No, I'm just with these guys. I'm their security.
Getting arrested.
My buddy says they told them multiple times that
Probably.
not to
They're
move
walking
forward,
towards
they
the
still
Walgreens.
My buddy used restraint. And then,
right there, okay?
They're just
I'm with the guys that were assaulted.
just go away. It's over.
Security guard, the guys who assaulted us.
oh, here they come. I hear.
Walking towards
Oh,
I don't know. It's a.
good idea. Good idea to call the police, because then they want to find somebody to arrest. That's the thing.
And if you can't arrest Canadians,
Lawful PPQ,
It's
and he has
completely-
it concealed.
Yeah,
and you can't arrest the victim who got hit.
There's no magazines in it.
Yeah, I literally said, like, I was like, I already emptied the gun, everything.
By the way, I don't think this has the police part, but this part does.
The one I sent you does.
Oh, the one you sent me? Okay, good.
That's
Thank
very
You
sir.
send it on.
Appreciate it, bro.
Twitter?
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You guys are safe. Everything's good.
I'll do it right now.
This is your thing, right? Okay.
There.
I'll follow you on the
Please
kill
have
stream.
them.
Send it on the kill stream
All right,
Twitter.
Please have them.
Please serve arrived. They've got them. Thank you.
All right, we got them.
They've got them. All right.
All right, good.
Plant it.
All right.
No shit.
Yeah.
They got them right up there. Stay here. Let's just stay here.
I'll put this down.
No, they're gonna want to talk. Yeah.
That's the full video.
Okay, but.
I'm pressing charges.
Yeah. No.
They hit me in the back of the head.
I know, I saw it.
Oh,
I
wow,
filmed
that's
it.
the whole fucking stream.
Oh, the
I have it on
entire
film.
thing,
I have
yeah.
it all on film.
Someone clipped it,
All on
and
film,
it's
and I ran
very...
up.
Dude, that's the whole 5-hour stream.
Only 281 views.
Now, we're going to skip to the police part, but wow, I didn't even know that somebody had
If
that.
you guys don't want to get flagged down, don't like it, don't share it, just leave it there.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry.
And I told him to aim.
Hands up. Just put them up on the.
You told me to aim. Yeah, I didn't listen to you. I didn't even hear what you're saying. I literally tuned him out.
Okay, now we'll pick it up on the other video
I called
because
the cops, saw
they
the
cut
knife,
it
pulled the
here.
gun, then put it
I
away.
told him to aim. Yeah, good job, Andy.
Like you were in control, dude.
Okay, now here comes. Now that's where we left off, and it was like right about.
Now, at the very end,
here.
when I'm in cuffs, you'll see two guys walk back by and say, like, sorry for the assault. Those are the guys that had the knife. I don't know if they're Canadians or if they were just locals who joined
Okay,
in.
let me make sure.
But you can see them earlier in the night, too.
Long film, and then I ran up.
There you go.
And I told him to aim.
There it is. Boom.
Put them up on the.
All right. Put our hands up.
Well, you don't need them up. Just put them here on the rail like this.
Gunfight at the OK Corral. It's literally, dude. It's about to get even funnier. Honestly, the police come in here, and Warski has the bright idea to talk shit to the police. By the way, the police don't even want to be here. Nobody got shot. Nobody really got.
Everything was fine until he said
I think
faggot.
some people in chat already know police really don't.
They don't want to deal with work they don't have
No, exactly. They don't want to do work they don't have to, and they're really trying to stop, people from getting killed and raped and stuff
it's
like
over,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, nobody's really hurt. Nobody's been shot.
I think there were 8 or 9 cops there. They were all like, yeah, no problem. They were like, but it's up to you. And it was the fat white cop.
Somebody said the cop was an asshole. Well, look, all cops are assholes, pretty
Yes.
much. And I would be an asshole too, because you got called out for some shit that. And by the way, I don't defend all police, believe me, but like you get, believe me, but you get called out for some shit that you shouldn't even be called out
What
for.
they thought was hilarious was this happened with no one drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's even
On our side,
trashed.
at least, yeah.
Nobody got
We're all
shot.
sober.
No fucking bullets were fired.
The other side
Nobody's
was trashed.
hurt. It's like, and then this fucking Canadian fuck who's not even from your fucking country is sitting here being a smart mouth. Okay, well, I know how I would react.
He might have, Dank, but he said faggot, and that triggered the fat white cop. I think he.
Oh, by
might
him
have been
saying
one.
faggot?
Yeah, he got, as soon as he said that, the whole situation changed.
All right, let's watch. Let's watch.
But we'd probably pull the body cam.
Oh yeah, he said we can pull in Florida. You can definitely pull the body
It's
cam.
like $200 probably.
Yeah, because freedom of information is actually
get that back on
sunshine
the
laws in Florida are really strong. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me be the first guys.
The body cam footage would be hilarious. I've never seen that, of course. Now he mutes the audio here, so you can't hear.
It would have the in-car footage of me and locked up.
But see, if we had the body cam footage, we would be able to hear the audio here. Now he
Yes.
turns it back on here in a second. But he mutes it.
Why do you don't mute conversations with cops ever?
Yeah, I don't know why it would turn that off. That's retarded.
They weren't giving my address or anything. Like, and you doxed
But
me
wasn't
later,
the-
Andy. So who cares?
But wasn't that dumb? Why wouldn't you keep that? Like when they swat. So I was at the Supreme Court 2 weeks ago when Roe versus Wade got overturned, and I was there for like 3 or 4 days in a row, 4 I guess, in a row, and did some fun streams. The cops, I got I got swatted, quote unquote, while I was at the Supreme Court, and they said this guy's out here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Lies, and the cops came up to me. I didn't turn off my fucking stream. I
No,
wasn't
you
doing anything
never
wrong.
turned it
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Thank you.
Ego Baby sent $3 this nigger Warski tweaking. Portuguese race on suicide watch.
Yeah, he's like he does act like a tweaker in this. Yeah.
I think he'd only had one beer.
Okay. Well, he's watching.
But look how he's looking around. He's like,
I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm
it's
not
like
affiliated with him.
It's like a crackhead or something.
We were walking from two gens.
Yeah, I was about to say, Warski doesn't represent all of Portugal. I actually love Portugal and Lisbon in particular.
Oh, we were in front of a bar.
Believe it or not.
From two gens. There was a guy.
The first bar or the second bar?
It's the one. It's sort of like the one that was inside of the parking lot there. We were outside. Basically, so we're streaming on YouTube. They can pay money. They can play whatever they want.
The black cop was actually really based.
Yeah, but the whole thing is silly. Like, the police shouldn't even be involved. It's like, whatever. Fat fuck failures complaining about getting hit in the head. It's like, just go home and walk it off, dude. I got my fucking, speaking of Lisbon, I got my fucking orbital bone crushed.
You didn't get stabbed. So just
I
walk
was in
away.
the hospital for 5 days. I didn't come out crying like these faggots. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this just blows my mind. A fucking fight, street fights, punches, like, that's just part of being a man as far as I'm concerned. Like,
My only concern with it was...
Wait, one sec.
Anonymous sent $3 Warski is so low IQ I can't even hate him. Just laugh at him.
Go ahead,
I
Alex.
was saying my only concern was it was made very apparent to these guys, and they were off the rocker with roids or drugs or something, that I had a gun. So if they had knocked me out, they weren't afraid to approach someone with a gun, with it out. So
Yeah,
it's like
but you know
they
what?
could've grabbed
Also,
the gun.
okay, well, but
If
they
I didn't have it
probably
on
were
me-
just like, you're not going to shoot me. Like, I mean, I don't know.
but
Like,
what
I don't
I'm
know how
saying is,
crazy they were.
If they didn't know I had the gun, I would have gotten in a fist fight. But you
Right.
can't really risk that once
Yeah,
they
I know what you're saying. Yeah, that once they knew I had it, it's like, okay, I can't.
Because
It changed the
if you think
dynamics.
they might grab it, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of understand that a little bit. Yeah.
Cops understood that too.
Yeah.
Keep him in cuffs. Okay. What the hell are you pointing a gun at people on the street? He just assaulted.
That's the white cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was coming fire violently. Right now.
I did not point it at him. I did not.
It was actually off of him.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh no!
Watch the video. Asshole.
I won't read
It's bottom to the left or right. Without my finger on the trigger.
It's a live stream.
It's live stream. It's live. 180
They wanted to
watch
take
it
his phone.
I was on the phone with the cops the whole time.
Pointing a gun at somebody.
Yeah.
That super chat said we will shoot the police. We don't care.
I was making sure no one got hurt.
He was.
This guy's
Everyone but you agreed with me.
Let's get
dude.
him down there towards the car.
Every cop but that cop agreed with me. And if we get the body cam,
Yeah,
we
you
can
go
actually
down
show
there.
that.
No.
Okay. Andy, if there's bail, you gotta get that immediately.
Yep. No problem.
I can't do it without my finger.
No problem. No problem.
There's a classic cut here in a second where you're getting arrested
The
and
screenshot?
Warski and
Yeah.
Warski and
Like,
Warski
I'm not
also-
with this.
Oh, dude, it's like the best.
It
I mean,
was.
it wouldn't be the best if it was you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but it was so iconic.
But it's like the perfect Warski. Like
It was
when,
a meme.
when he's getting led away in cuffs, and Alex is like, please help me, basically, like looking at him, and Warski just turns. Warski just does the fucking Judas turn, like just like I don't even know who this guy is. It happens here in a second.
He'll never show up to a fight.
Oh man, it was immortalized. All right.
See, from what I see here, it's a bunch of guys who are worried they might get in a fight, and then he pull a gun on somebody.
And then you watch the whole thing and you change your mind.
I know, but you don't pull a gun on somebody because they want to fight you.
No, sir.
They
Sir.
don't have any weapons.
Sir.
Earlier.
Sir, can I just explain the story from my point of view? If that's fine.
You say whatever you want.
Like,
by the way, bad mistake. Can I just say, don't do this if you have interactions with the police. Can I just say, for anybody in the audience who's listening to me, and I know it's fucking 3 a.m. and we already did a show today earlier, and this is kind of a bonus episode or whatever, but do not volunteer information to the fucking police.
I told him that a few times too. I was like, why are you talking?
Can I just tell you something? Well, of course the cop says you can say whatever you want. Yeah, because you can. You can definitely talk your fucking ass into jail.
They really want you to.
Yes, they do. They're trained to want you to. Like, what are you saying? Anyway, let's get it.
Okay, cool. So basically, we're ready. De-escalated confrontation down the street.
He stutters as well, by the way.
Whenever he's stressed.
The white shirt follows with those two guys, the yellow shirts, and they're coming up towards us. They end up heading towards him, punching him in the back of the head, and then walking towards Alex and I. So we warned them, stay back. Stay back, stay back.
That's true. He did say stay back.
Yeah, he did.
That's accurate. I won't take that away from him.
And then they stopped. Then we phoned the police, and this is the situation we're in right now.
I think that is.
But we're walking towards us while we were asking them to stand back.
When there's a knife, you do, which I explained to you in the cop car.
No, but they had separated him.
Basically, Warski is talking your ass into jail, though.
He did.
Warski is talking you into jail.
I mean, you don't get out of 3 felony assaults with a deadly weapon with no probable cause unless someone talks your ass into jail.
Right. He keeps running his mouth. Will you just shut the fuck up?
They literally left the form blank because they didn't have anything. And then when the judge asked, hey, the district attorney asked, do you have any probable cause? They're like, yeah, we don't. Literally, that's why I have a text message, I think, somewhere saying that.
It's like, will you just shut the fuck up?
Camera now, think to help out your body? Or
I did.
No, I did.
When that happened,
you did nothing. I called the cops.
And then your buddy pulled out a gun and pointed at everybody. It's on here. It's on video.
And they're running towards us. So what do we do?
You're not gonna understand.
And do we just allow them to attack us? I'm not sure how we defend ourselves. We told them to stay back or we have to defend ourselves.
Which did say that. Those are not magic words, though, Andy. That's not some fucking abracadabra shit.
And the way he said it kind of drew them closer. It was like a magic
It's like
door.
some open sesame abracadabra. No, that's not how it works.
And they followed us too, so.
Yeah, but Failure also decided to go back.
No shit. Failure was the main one. Look, dude, like, and of course, you know, Warski's the one that fucked you over. Like, but it's like, don't follow these people.
Yeah. Don't go back. You leave Clearwater.
It's like, okay,
you're at your car. You don't go back to tip the homeless guy $20.
Man, don't do that. Yeah.
Hang on. You know, I just want to say, if I think we should get a lawyer.
You think so? You know what? You know what your lawyer would have said? Genius, to shut your fucking mouth.
Yep.
Maybe
you don't do this shit with cops present. You do this in like legally afterwards.
Yes, this is the conversation you have with your lawyer, not with the fucking police.
Resist. You don't do anything with cops. You do it all afterwards.
You know what? He's like, it's a syndrome. Everybody thinks they're going to talk themselves out of something, or they're going to tell the true story. And as soon as that happens, they're going to just click.
Sent $3. Do they fucking have cops in Canada? Literally everything he said to them hurt his and Alex's case. How is this not common knowledge? He's just offering this info like a bar rat who wants to chat.
Yeah.
What a fucking moron.
Exactly. Literally everything he says hurts
And it wasn't
Alex's
even accurate.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Literally everything he says is fucking over his buddy, quote unquote.
And mind you, none of the donations. Like if this is me, if my buddy got arrested, I'd be like,
turn the fucking donations off, dude.
Even if that, I'd be like, I'm silencing donations, but anything coming forward goes towards bail. Just keep donating.
Well, no, you know what? I got in a fucking altercation number 2 in Lisbon in May, and guess what I did? I grabbed my phone, I turned it off. It's like, okay, you know what? The police are coming around
for your own record, but you don't.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to broadcast. Like, I did have my phone out for other purposes, but like, it's like, okay, this is a serious situation. I'm not worried about super chats. I'll make my money back later. What in the fuck?
All right.
Exactly. Right. Kumi said, but the cops said it'd be best for me if I tell them what happened. Right. Yeah. He has your best interest at heart.
Yep.
Part of the story. That's it.
Oh, it gets better. This is the best part coming up.
That's not what it is.
I got to solve it, though. I got to the back of the head.
Listen, we're going to deal with that.
No, you didn't.
Right?
No, they didn't.
They refused to let him press charges. He tried afterwards.
But by the way, I'm just saying nobody gives a fuck about somebody getting hit in the head a couple of times, right? Like, even for me, it took like a serious, like, nobody gives a fuck. Like,
technically, depending on the strength, it's 50% chance you die.
Yeah, I know. But look, man, I'm just going to be real. Yeah. Like, my natural inclination is just laugh my ass off at that. I've been laid up in the hospital almost.
M_ sent $3. Does anyone know where Chris Warski is now?
No, I don't actually.
No. That was kind of interesting.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I just want to say this. I got beaten so badly in January. I mean, a motherfucker was standing up, kicking me in the fucking face so hard that my fucking orbital bone was broken and they had to have surgery on my fucking face. You know what I mean? This fat fuck failure got hit in the back of the head a couple times. Okay, you know what? Sorry, I'm not going with the... Oh, he could have died. Well, you know what? Fuck that. You know, it just seems like something you should just shake off, to be honest with you. But anyway, go ahead. Now tell about Chris Warski.
Oh, no, I was going to say, Chris Warski was the only person who wasn't a piece of shit that Andy had problems with prior to me knowing him. And he always claimed that Chris stole money from him.
Yeah, he did. He lied.
He always said he had proof. He never shared the proof.
He made that up.
But then, you know, he steals... while he was here, his PayPal card or whatever card he had didn't work because it was from Canada, right? So we'd use my card because I had money at the time. Yeah. And I'd write out a bill.
He was going to pay you back, though, right?
Well, I'd write a bill. He paid me back 4 times for a large amount, like $500, $700.
Not that last time, though.
Not that last time. We got on a plane to Canada.
The exit scam, the old exit scam. Oh, boy. So, it ain't never went out of style, Alex. It ain't never went out of style, baby.
His dad paid $600.
It's the oldest trick. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
His dad paid $600 towards my bill and legal fees, right? Andy wrote, basically made up like about a $500 bill worth of stuff. He paid me on PayPal, but knowing it takes a few days on PayPal from Canada.
Right. You can reverse it.
He reversed it on the flight home.
This motherfucker is actually really good at scamming people.
He is.
So it looks like, so he sent it on PayPal. And by the way,
I have the screenshot of it too.
Oh, so the thing is, so he made so much money off Warski Live that he had like a super PayPal account. So he had more options than a regular PayPal person. So he could send it. Yeah, so he could send a super fat ass transaction and then just reverse it.
Yep. Instantly. I have the screenshots of all of it.
And he actually did that to Failure, the same fat fuck in this video.
But Failure sold more than that from us.
Failure's a piece of shit, but what I'm saying is he took like $1,500 on a reverse PayPal thing.
Failure?
Just like that from Failure. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Failure only took about $600.
Oh, yeah, when Failure took that money, the reason...
That was our travel money. That's why we got stuck in
but the reason he took that money is because Warski stole $1,500 off him. That's why he took that.
But it fucked me over, too.
No, I know. I'm not saying...
the bipolar
no. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying it's cool, but I know why he did it because he's like, I'm getting Warski back. I know why he did it. All right. But yeah, I agree. It's not cool because you had nothing to do with that.
You did not. We walked away from stop. Did you or did you not call the police?
We de-escalated, sir.
I did.
Okay,
you did? Yeah, they followed us. They followed us.
Okay, so you should have called the cops in the first place.
All right, sir.
I did, and then I brandished firearm before I told the cops I was brandishing it.
By the way, if you're wondering why my tone's a little bit different from his, he was actually charged as a result of this and because of Warski's bullshit. And so he's got a little bit different of a take, which I completely understand.
Yeah, 3 felony charges, assault with a deadly weapon. Thank God Rakeda was a friend at the time and helped me out. He found me a lawyer for about $1,500. That's it. The closest we could find, any lawyer, we called every lawyer within like 3 counties. They wanted fucking $50,000 just to hear the case. Just to hear it. Not saying I'm going to get you out of it. So this
50?
50.
Dude, that's more than a fucking federal attorney. Are you kidding me?
3 felony charges.
State felonies, yeah, okay, in Florida.
That'd be decades. Yeah, that'd be decades.
$50,000?
But they wanted $50,000 just to hear it. They were like, well, we can't guarantee we'll get out, but we want $50,000 just to hear it.
No, that's how they do. Look, I've had a few legal problems, I'll be honest.
Rakeda hooked me up with a $1,500 lawyer who was someone he knew in the past. And she got all the charges dropped before court, talked to the DA personally. there was no probable cause. It got dropped. So I got my concealed weapon carry back, everything.
By the way, that's insane. I couldn't even believe that he got his concealed carry permit back.
Well, they said I followed all procedure.
No shit.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, they did. I have a paper saying that.
Wow, can we get a round of applause? Holy fuck.
But now I will counter that with I should have fucking left them.
Obviously, yeah.
When they wanted to go back, I should have just left.
Yeah, I agree.
And now having a family and everything, like I just leave.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously there was a few things could have done differently.
I thought these were friends. They weren't.
That's amazing that he got. I didn't even know that.
They were hard charged. Felony assault with a deadly weapon.
All right, let's
with
continue.
The extra, yeah.
It's like that's because white people hit us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we just stand there.
Certain tribe, they like to get paid up front.
Huh? You may be going to jail for aggravated assault.
What?
No, more than that.
He never laid a hand on them.
He doesn't have to.
Well, no shit. You don't.
Look at the disconnect from Warski there.
Well, you don't have to hit anybody to have assault.
No,
believe me, I know all about that.
You just have to yeah, right. You never make contact. You just
I
have to
never make
threaten them
contact.
with the ability to carry it through.
I won't tell this story right now, but yeah, I know how that goes.
Well, let me say one thing.
Sure, go ahead, but quickly because I want to not stop.
I knew the actual chief of police in Loudoun County where Ralph was arrested.
Oh, God.
I knew him personally. Any local who did what Ralph did would have been let go with not even a slap on the wrist. So am I
gonna have to tell this story because I don't think everybody knows?
I don't know. It wasn't even a crime what he did. It was actually protected under the state law.
I was drunk on a hotel couch, and the police came to wake me up. I didn't know they were the police, and I took a swing at one of them. Didn't hit him.
Conscious.
I didn't hit him, and then they roughed me up. But no, it wasn't a hurt. They made that up. No,
really?
It was a Mexican.
Interesting. Okay.
No, it was a Mexican.
But you never made contact.
No, his name was fuck. I can't remember his last name. You can look it up now.
Yeah.
He looked like Canelo Alvarez. Actually, and I was asleep on a hotel couch, and he tried to wake me up. Fuck, I forgot his last name. I used to know
in
it.
any case, the chief of police said
no, but they just made that up. Wait, the haters just made that up that it was a woman. No, I would tell you. I mean, I don't give a fuck if it had been a bitch. But I took a swing. It was Canelo Alvarez Jr. I missed him, and they grabbed me, roughed me up, and then I was on the cop car. I kicked back. I didn't hit anybody, and they gave me 2 felony charges in Loudoun County and an obstruction of justice. And they said the only deal they would give me was you have to plead to one of the felony counts. Yeah. And if not, you're going to have to go to court on both felony counts and the obstruction of justice. And by the letter of the law, I was going to lose. Yeah. So I was facing a long stretch in jail, and it's a minimum of 6 months on those felony charges. So I was looking at a minimum year on both charges, and possibly 2 to 3 on some shit where I didn't even hit the police. And so I pled to the felony, and I didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, you were forced to.
And so, yeah, that actually happened to me and derailed my whole fucking life, honestly. Now, it ended up working out. I came out and became an internet. I was already an e-celeb, but a real e-celeb. A real e-celeb when I got out. So it ended up working out, and the show went well and everything, but it wasn't fun being in jail. All right.
I understand your side of it, and I understand you should have called the police. But because you guys didn't want to call the police, and these guys want to start...
Sounds like a classy joint. Yeah, it certainly was.
I think he had already called him a fag at this point. It might have been off camera. During the mute.
100 feet away because he was afraid he was going to get his butt kicked.
No.
You should have called the cops.
I'm a little felonious. That's true.
Whatever.
Mind you, the cop had already heard the real story in the car.
I'm glad you're recording it. That's all evidence.
But what's so funny is that, that's the one thing, I think about the things I've gotten away with, quite frankly. And it's like, are you serious? That's literally what they fucked with me? That's what I went to jail over. Fucking not even hitting the cop. Okay. Sorry, I won't. That's why I didn't want to go into this subject because it just triggers some okay, I have to say this whole spiel now. Okay, I'll stop.
But did you watch the part where he assaulted him? Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I agree with you. Don't give you a right to pull a gun on somebody.
Hey, just stop. Hey, dude, stop talking.
Oh, now you figured it out. Oh,
you were the one talking.
What a genius.
Okay.
Actually, it's on YouTube, so you don't even...
Okay.
He still want his phone taken.
Just stop talking, all right?
If you already buried me.
Good.
What is this look on his face?
Look, as I'm making a lot of money.
It's like
this content.
Permanent frown though. Like,
nah, there's a smirk there. Yeah, rat face.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a rat face.
Or my wife says temper tantrum.
What do you think, Warski? I wonder how he would have done in Loudoun County's with Loudoun County's finest.
Someone asked. I was in for that specific thing. I was in jail like less than 6 hours, I think. For that specific thing.
Oh my god! You did 6 hours?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's nothing.
Yeah. What a tough stay you had. All right, now.
I mean, you know, I've been longer. But
I know. All right, let's continue.
You guys just up at the pier too?
Yes! By the way, I'm at Baked Alaska's house right now in his fucking studio. This is perfect. Military, they're important. He sang this song.
When did you run into
We love our military, they're important.
Yeah, I am. I'm great. You don't have to answer anything, damn so.
My wife just said Warski in those 6 hours would have been bitch made with cheeks spread by dinner.
Oh, yeah.
He's literally smiling to the camera.
Up the man with the plan. When I'm on the run.
Phone out of my hand.
Oh, you were playing the song?
No, I was holding the phone.
Okay. Who was playing the song?
Adonis Paul.
Was coming over.
Well, by the way,
Oh,
can
did
you
you know
tell us
that
what the song said?
Oh,
Alex?
it was Adonis Paul produced it. Very, very fucking high quality production for something like this. It was I'm Andy Warski and I hate niggers.
I see. Now that was the tune that was playing.
Mind you, when this happened and he saw that his donation led to my arrest, he had a panic attack, or it was almost a heart attack. That basically from the reaction of what happened, he ended up in the hospital over this. He felt so fucking bad.
Oh my god! I
And it was
can't
the white
imagine
guys.
why that song would have caused some problems.
It was the white Canadians. The black guys like high-fived us and I thought it was hilarious.
the black guys loved it. I can't imagine. I can't
White
imagine,
Canadians.
I can't imagine why this song caused a commotion.
You guys play the guitar?
No.
Over years?
That's what we were,
So what were you listening to?
What were you listening to?
The chat decides
He's such a boomer.
Sometimes they'll, you know, like send us a comment or something.
Dude, that is the fattest fucking sergeant I've ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not exactly slim, but it's like,
No other physical.
why do we have? Fuck.
Don't they
I
have
just-
like fitness tests? Like what happened to that?
I just accidentally fucking skipped. By the way, I might have to go look.
Yeah, you need to skip to the end basically, probably.
Yeah, I accidentally skipped it, but it's fine because I'll pull up Odyssey and see where I was at.
That.
But should we really have cops that are like?
Cops should be as fit as firemen.
I mean, at least somewhat. Okay, 3, 50, 59. Okay, thank God that I can see that. Explorers, yeah. Explorers. 350. Yeah, okay, it picked it up where we were. That's cool.
Over years?
That's what we were,
So what were you listening to?
You know what I mean? Like a cop's so fat he can't even move down the street. Like, clearly this guy, I mean, he has a gun, true, but it's like, can you at least be like lineman side? You know, move around a little bit. Like, I don't know.
180 max.
Yeah.
like send us a.
Or at least if you're a fat fuck, like this guy can't move around. Clearly.
Yeah. There was yelling back and forth. There was
But he's surrounded by women.
Well, you can be fat and agile too, right? Or like big and agile, but they're not.
$20. We talked to the guitarist
Oh, I did feel it.
about politics, and then we walked this back this way. We're going to go to our car, but we decided to talk to the chat and have the wings.
I never got to have those wings. Those wings. There's a montage of those wings getting tossed. That's like with sad music overlapped. Oh, they were so expensive too.
That super chat just said Andy tried to take the white cop's gun and shoot the black cop. By the way,
That's when
that was the only good cop there. Like the really good cop was actually the black cop, ironically.
yeah, but I say that wouldn't be the one he wanted.
He had my back.
So
That and the female cop.
The base. Are you saying he was a based black cop?
Yeah,
Is that what you're telling
the
me?
black cop and the female cop, ironically, were the two most based ones there.
Yeah, they had your back. You ended up in jail, though, didn't you?
Yeah, but all that
I'm just saying.
because they refused to write proper.
I'm just saying.
when did they assault you?
They had your back so far as their back wasn't threatened, and then they didn't have your back anymore. All right.
It helped that they left paper in place.
Okay, cool. That's true.
Twice. They smacked the phone out of my hand over there. Okay. And then they started pushing me in the back of the head over there by the...
when your body pulled the gun out?
No, that was... They were separate from that. They weren't talking to me.
After, right?
Yeah. By the way, I don't understand why you got to take my phone to these kids, but he was not on my phone.
SC Zimmer says, wait, is Ralph doing the kill stream with a guest in the Yoba studio? Yes, I am, actually.
I can show you that there's nothing.
Okay, now when do you get arrested?
Well, I'm already in the cop car.
No, wait.
They've already interviewed me.
No, but not when you walk by. That hasn't happened yet, has it?
Oh, has it not?
I don't think so. At least, I don't think so, no.
I thought I had.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. Because I do remember the guys walking by and say, sorry for the assault.
Fuck. I don't think that happened already, did it?
Not sure.
How did we miss it? Oh my god.
Maybe because the other clip was all cut up.
Man, that's fucked if we missed it. I wanted to freeze frame it again like I always do.
I mean, the main part after this is the two guys from earlier walking past.
Nah, but I thought, fuck, I need that freeze frame. Can you find that? What the fuck? Hold on, let's see. I thought... Okay, so there's a point where they take him.
I mean, technically, we were stuck in traffic at that point. We could have been killed, but we should have left before that.
Yeah, but they walk him past.
Should have come back.
Fuck. I'm so mad. Like, I've seen this several times. I won't say 100, but a few. Let's see. Is this?
Is that him?
No, so that's the clip. Let me see.
I think it was Merch's content had the clip of them walking past then, but I think the funniest one.
Him? I just want to see.
Even though he's lost his mind since, was Medicare.
No, it's this one. It's on this one too. It's got to be, right? No, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, let me play a little bit more of this while I look for it on the side screen.
I need a lawyer.
Where they march him by. I think it did maybe already happen. Let's see in this. Because it's just him and failure at this point.
That's the song.
Oh no. That's what was playing, by the way, that set off the crowd. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Kumi is right. The number one rule when you're carrying a gun is leave. Unless you're absolutely going to be killed, just leave. Yeah, because...
We did, and then failure insisted we go back.
Well, see, but that was the thing. Like, you could have just left at
and
that...
then we were stuck in traffic.
You could have just left at that one point, and then it was like, okay, whatever. But once you keep following, once you keep engaging, and you have a gun, they're going to look to arrest the... You know what I mean? Like, to fuck with the person with the gun. I mean, it's a little catchy, but...
Don't talk anymore. I'm not gonna shut it off.
I'm not gonna shut it off. Give me that's my alarm. I'm having too much fun. It's too late. Oh my god.
Speakers off.
Speakers off. Yeah, okay. God, I want that freeze frame so bad. Okay, I'm gonna look in the side screen while I keep playing. Oh yeah, that was it right there.
Yeah.
Yep. That was it. Okay, I found it. I don't see. Maybe it happened. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah. 3:44, 47. Okay, so we're at 4 hours 32 seconds, and then I go back to. This is when Alex got arrested. I guess I was running my fucking mouth and didn't pause it at the right time. This is Alex right here, by the way. This is him in the video. All right, now let's watch. Watch Warski. Watch Warski. Watch his face.
It was classic.
This is like the perfect, just, it's so funny on many levels, but it's like the perfect example of Andy Warski's character too. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, bam, it's just hitting you in the face. All right, let's play it.
Pointing a gun at somebody down the street.
He was running up.
He had already assaulted my friend.
Stop talking.
You know what? When the cop tells you to stop talking, that... Please.
Making sure no one got hurt.
Even the cop's like, please, just stop. Hey, please, just stop talking.
Yeah, there was a character with that.
Let's get him down there towards the...
And by the way, and Alex, you can see the look on his face. I know that look. I know what he's feeling. It's like you're like, oh no, like it's, you know, it's on the precipice, and you know it's about to happen. You know it's about to happen. Truly, you know. But and you're like, no, this can't, and it's about to, yeah.
We're gonna cruise over to get him in. We'll get everybody separated, and we'll go.
Like it's over.
Right. Now watch. Oh, now watch Warski. Watch his face.
And I look back at him. Like, are you going to handle this?
As soon as he sees you,
yep.
Look. As soon as he sees you look at him, he immediately turns away.
And then we'll get everybody separated and we'll go.
Right.
Yeah, you can tell it down there.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah.
He knew what was happening, by the way. It wasn't like this was some type of secret communication. The cops were arresting you right in front of his face. You're saying...
Like, you're going to handle shit? Like, I think I even had an ignition interlock in my car at the time. It's like, are you going to handle me getting my car back home? Are you going to bail me out? Like, what's going on? You going to talk to me here? You're going to plan shit out? Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucked.
Yep.
And just so brutal. And by the way, he was the one telling you to aim to pull out the gun. Well, I know, but I'm saying, like, even though you didn't hear it, he is the one saying that, right?
And even
like,
once they backed up, Failer's like, shoot him. It's like, it's over.
They just want to see somebody get shot.
Well, Warski has a tweet coming out saying, if only Alex wasn't a coward.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He showed me that earlier.
And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, this is from earlier
this year. You want
this
someone dead for content?
No, this is literally from earlier this year. And he's like, oh, why are people still talking about this? And why do they... It was only a couple years ago, by the way. But he's like, why are people still talking about this? No big deal. And da-da-da. The only thing Alex did wrong is I wish he would have shot somebody and killed him. That was the only thing.
He's too much of a coward,
Yeah, he was too much of a coward to shoot somebody and kill him. It's like, yeah, you know what? You were too much of a coward to even fucking defend yourself, bitch. You were begging another man to save your ass. The same man that you begged to suck his dick, by the way, not too far after. So I guess it fits your fucking personality, you fucking bitch.
Andy, if there's bail, you gotta get that immediately.
Yep, no problem.
I can't do it on my camera.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Okay, let's go to where we were, and then we won't belabor it because I want to get some of the stuff in after. How many dicks do we think Andy Warski has sucked? Let's do an over under. I'll put it at 6.
I'd say 4 to 5.
So you're taking the under?
Yeah.
I'm taking the over. 100%.
I know of at least 3 sexual encounters with dudes. So
no, wait. He talked about it
with other people I know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, just speak into the microphone and tell me what he said.
Oh, just he admitted to like double threesomes with like 2 guys and a girl, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But did he say what he did with the men, or?
I mean, there was the example I told you earlier about like so
That's
he
true.
was on Tinder the whole time while he was here, left, right.
Kumi, after one is a matter of like you can't unsuck a dick. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
no, you can't. So Family and I are look. He's like, oh, you got to check out this hot chick I'm talking to on Tinder. It's like Family and I are looking at it. It's like, you do see the outline, right? Like, that's a bigger dick than any of us have. That's huge, dude. Like, what the fuck? You can see that, right? And he's like, no, really? And he's like, oh, fuck, that's the tranny. And he's like, I'm going to block them. And it's like, a day later, it's like, wait, why do you have like a 3-paragraph message to them? A day later, another 2-paragraph message. A day later, another 1-paragraph message. He's trying to hook up with the fucking tranny 3 days later after he realizes what they are.
I mean, I guess that's a step up for him, though. Honestly, I mean, he's just trying to suck flat out guy's dick. I mean, at least that's a little more. I guess that's a little better, honestly. I mean,
it's better than 17-year-old in Tarpon Springs. So.
Oh well, you know. He's had some. We can't even. I don't even think we have time to get into his underage activities. Alleged.
No, that would take a while.
Oh no.
It's not blurry. What are you talking about? You don't play this game or not?
All right, I'm not gonna watch too much more of this because it's just him. It's just him smirking and being a bitch. Now, what happened to you after this?
I just got stuck in the car with no AC or no air for a very long time, and then sent to jail and released by like 8 in the morning, I think.
Now you were released, and then so what did they charge you with?
3 felony counts of assault with a deadly weapon.
And you got it dismissed.
Yeah, before court ever even happened.
Now. There it is. There's the freeze frame. There's the freeze frame that I wanted. Now, did you break off? Just so funny tonight. Did you break off contact with Andy Warski after this?
Right after that, no. I mean, they bailed me out. They got me out right away. Failure had said he paid a decent amount of the bail. Andy's dad had sent money for the bail. Turns out Failure lied, hadn't paid any money for the bail, and actually took off with their traveling money. And that's what stuck us here. Andy,
you guys are really great friends. I have to say.
Right. Andy started drinking daily after that and doing shows with the Geek Cthulhu.
Okay, that was a great idea.
With a manic upswing.
One sec.
Anthony sent $3. Andy is such a Kuma. Man, woman, tranny. It doesn't matter.
He really is like Kuma
one
Supreme.
thing is that like he'd go after hot girls on the internet all the time. But he'd make sure he couldn't fall through with it.
Andy's the type of motherfucker that spreads AIDS. If you want to, you know what? He's talking shit, making shit up about everybody else. He is actually the prime archetype of the faggot who spreads AIDS because he goes around fucking everything. He fucks people up the ass. He gets fucked up the ass. He's acting like he's not gay. And then he's fucking women. He's spreading his gay anal fucking cancer into the heterosexual population. And I'm not joking. I'm being dead fucking serious with what I'm saying right now.
I mean, the only females I know he's fucked are, what was it, Kirsten Pinecone Girl? And then there was a woman at Pool League that was bigger than Boogie. He wanted me to take the one for the team and
oh, that's your phone. Okay.
Yeah, he wanted me to take one for the team and like fuck her still morbidly obese girlfriend. And I was like, no. He went home with her and he was like, I think he fucked her twice. She stuck his tongue up his ass and she farted so hard that wait. There's all things he told us after.
No. Wait. Go back. Rewind that.
Which part?
Now, repeat what you just said.
Oh, so
the whole spiel. That little spiel there.
Okay, so like we're at Pool League. There were 2 very fat chicks that came in. We're flirting like crazy with Andy. He had a hard on for the really fat one, I think, because she was more bush.
By the way, for those who don't know,
really fat, like bigger
for those who don't know, the girlfriend that he had that lived in with him, Sinead was her name,
beat his ass
in Canada, who actually slapped him around.
Oh yeah,
I swear to God, I'm not kidding. Evidence. I'm not kidding. Well, there was evidence that he sent me, but he literally would send me photos of his girlfriend beating him up and say that he was being abused by his fat girlfriend. I swear to God on my life that this happened to me.
Yeah.
That this happened to me. This literally, he sent me these things. I'm not kidding. And so,
yeah,
this is the same girlfriend they had, aborted his child and all that stuff, which he admitted to. And so, but he sent me screenshots of himself being abused, quote unquote, by her.
Yeah, he kept going back.
And she was a porker, but she wasn't as porky as this. I mean, she at least had some height on her.
I'm not exaggerating. Bigger than Boogie.
Wait.
That is worse.
No.
Yeah.
Bigger than Boogie?
Yes. The one that he wanted me to take, like the one for the team. Like, you go for the girlfriend. You go for the girlfriend so I can get the one I want. She was like at least 450.
Bigger than Boogie is kind of breaking my brain right now.
Yeah, imagine me in the moment.
I would. Okay, so all right, now finish the story. Now, how did he describe this encounter?
So he ended up going home with her. Like she had a lot of money, but she was bigger than Boogie. He went over there and so he messaged me.
Fat bitches got a lot of money.
So when he comes home, he tells me and Failure that like she didn't know how to do anal. So
what?
He wanted.
What do you mean? Okay,
I don't know. He said, "Just stick your tongue straight up my ass," and she did it. Not my thing, but whatever. And then he talked about her farting, and it lifted the actual sheet like. And he tried to escape.
Like some shit out of a movie, and the fucking sheet just waves.
But he couldn't get out because like she kept her from leaving the door, so she did him again in the morning. Like he just gave
so he was trying to get away before he had to fuck her again in the morning, and he couldn't get away, and he had to fuck her.
He just gave in and did it, and took an Uber home. Oh, one thing I totally forgot.
I can't even comprehend this.
We went to it was Failure, me and Warski went to a strip club.
Okay, all right.
All this shit about them, like, Ralph fucks this, fucks that. It's like, Andy, you.
I do fuck this and fuck that. That's true,
but Failure
not like Warski, by the way. Only female. I want to be clear.
No. We went there, and like Failure and I are sitting there, like, why are we here? There's nothing to look at. Like, we were not comfortable in the strip club. There was nothing entertaining. There was nothing that looked interesting.
You got to make your own fun when that happens.
We had standards, you know.
Well, you know, what kind of strip club was this? I've been to some dog ass.
I mean, it was a full nude strip club, but Florida has these weird laws where you can't have liquor if it's full nude in certain areas.
Well, you know what? They have that law in Texas, but you know what? You can bring your own alcohol. So there's a place, actually, Bucks Wild. I remember this in Dallas. It's one of the best strip clubs I've ever been to, and you can't. It's fully nude, and the girls were fucking hot as fuck, but you can't. You have to bring your own beer, basically. Bring your own. And they let you bring alcohol too.
Miami has that, but like not here. But anyway, so he begged Failure to go withdraw money from him from the ATM, like $200 or whatever, so he could pay $150 to fuck this stripper.
David Lynch might be more.
No,
like,
he said it was the most uncomfortable sex he ever had. Like she was maybe a 5, like Hispanic, just literally a 5. And apparently she kept looking over her shoulder and stopping midway to like see if anyone was coming through the curtain. Like, so it was just stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. He came back. She immediately went to me and Failure and was like, you want to pay too? You want sloppy seconds? Like, fuck no. Jesus. Like we weren't even looking at you when you're on the fucking stage. Like, come on. It was bad. Like $150 hooker, basically. Stripper.
That's not the hooker you want to have, by the way. I'm just gonna, not that I know anything about that sort of thing, but I would just say that if the hooker's charging $150, that's too low.
And he had to ask money from a friend.
Hooker's one of those things like, I mean, unless, you know, your money's tight or whatever, I guess if you just don't care. It's like plastic surgery. You don't want a deal on a hooker. No. You understand, right? You don't want a deal on your fake tits, on your plastic surgery. These are things you want to be done right. Anyway, I don't know anything about it. But now... So Warski, how did you and him have the split? What happened?
I mean, it started basically. I think a lot of it was he's very easily manipulated. And
you don't say.
Yeah, Geek Fulu was basically kind of pulling the strings. I think a lot of it. But they were doing their stream, and he was getting very paranoid and manic and shit. And I basically had to get back.
Are you going to talk about the bipolar stuff? You told me this.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wait, did we not talk about that yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, now does that lead into this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
So basically, we got stuck in Clearwater because Failure took off with our travel money. And he started drinking daily, which he wasn't drinking. He was very sober when I knew him. He admitted to being a very huge cokehead, alcoholic, like beforehand. But he was sober the entire time I knew him in Miami, Orlando, Clearwater, until he started drinking daily. When we got stuck there, and his bipolar acted up like majorly. It was classic bipolar, and he would be on the ground crying, asking for help, like he needed doctors and shit. And so I did research. I tried to find someone. It was very expensive. He couldn't afford it. We tried to book a schedule. He missed it. He wouldn't go. So we were like, okay, Canada's free. Just go back to Canada, go with your family. Like, you need help. I'm like, I'm not. He was in a manic upswing. Like, he thought it was a good idea to ban everybody on his channel and then have like some kind of council to like have them fight their way back in. It was this crazy fucking idea. Like they had, it was just keep going with it, whatever. Just stay manic. Just do not have a downswing in my house. Just don't do the manic downswing and bipolar in my house. That is ugly shit. I didn't want that going down. So
imagine a man. I can't imagine a man acting like this. I mean, I know that they do exist. to me, it's like, I mean, everybody goes through shit. Like, everybody has down spells, and I've had several myself. I don't like showing that. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine
worst times in your life. You don't stream them.
Prostrating myself like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just, what is this? Like,
I don't know.
It's just weird.
He missed his first flight out. He made his second, and then he was trying to keep me updated with like his mental health, because he wanted to get in shape mentally and then come back and do more streaming IRL and travel. But like the weird thing is, I don't know. I'm not gonna like hit him on this because I don't know Canada, but he said the first psych appointment he had was at his home with someone, and he had to have a law enforcement officer present during it. Like, he had to be escorted by the law enforcement officer with the psych professional for the evaluation. I don't know what was required. He didn't really go into it, but I don't know if it's Canada's policy or if that was something he said to them that made him a high risk. But he went with that. He did a second stage, whatever they have, and then he basically blew off the third stage, whatever you need to get the actual medication. Because they prescribed him general medication you get, and then they wanted to go into further, but like he wouldn't take that.
Okay, now let me ask you this. By the way, we got the Warski Mental Health Fund. Like I said, we already hit our goal and then some earlier today. This is basically a bonus episode that I'm doing because I wanted to help settle the score here, basically. And so I consider this pro bono almost. But let me ask you this: how did you start to have the falling out to where it is now? I mean, quite frankly, but
to be honest, everything was, I guess it started two parts. When I got with my wife and he realized he was in a serious committed relationship and like,
so
he wasn't able to like turn me gay.
Yeah.
And he just went balls to wall. But
well, you know what? I'll say this. I'll say this
before that.
I'll say this. So I shouldn't say this, but I knew he had the hots for your wife before.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm breaking any news here on air.
They had talked online, but like he tried to act like they were a couple. I was like, she's never met you, dude.
Right. Well, no, they never met.
There's like
in person.
Text
well, you know, his story is Alex wanted to wear my skin, basically, and he got with my girl and this and that, but he never met this woman ever in person. So do you think that is literally what caused it?
I think they talked a few times online. He tried to make her out like she was coming at some kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, he did. No, that's how he talked to me.
But he does that every girl he meets. Like every single girl he tries, any hot girl he talks online, he talks them up, and then he's like, he dumps them because it might go somewhere, he thinks, and then he's like, oh, they're a stalker. I got to get rid of them. They're psycho. Every girl. There's at least 5 or 6 I know of he's done that with. Yeah, no, he got really upset about that. But then you had the whole self-hacking app episode, right?
Tell us about that.
So I actually know more than most people about
that. Now, is this when he leaked the nudes of some women he was talking about?
When Andy Warski did revenge porn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, he claimed that he got hacked, and that's not true at all.
No,
obviously.
it's not. I have proof of that. So it was.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it was Texas girl, right, with the butterfly.
That's
tattoo.
right. Her name was Alex, actually.
Yeah.
She was really fucking hot, and actually, she was really nice. And I talked to her, not creeping, but she was just a nice girl. I'll say, because she was a lot younger than me.
Her boyfriend was a cuck, though.
She was of age. I don't know about the boyfriend. I was just saying she was really nice, and the fact is,
the boyfriend was in denial that she was flirting and sending news.
Well, the fact is, she was, and the reason I know that is because Warski went out of his way to show me her
Me
nudes.
too. Yeah,
he was literally like, here, can you see this? Can you see this pussy? Can you see this? And I
don't know if you noticed this, but Warski was more interested in the guy's response to the girls.
He was.
Than the response to the girls.
I agree 100%. Yeah, because he was always like, look who I'm talking to. Here's so-and-so. And it's like, yeah, she's hot. Like, I mean, and it's literally a naked picture of the lady, you know, or so-and-so. And it's like, yeah, she's hot. Yeah, no, but I don't want to throw shade. But
he cared about the
he was trying to get a reaction out of the guy because that's what titillates him, the man.
But so he said he called me up like on the phone. It was like, I got hacked, whatever. Like, what do I do? Whatever, I lost my account. Like, whatever, all this shit. Like, how do I fix it? I'm like, dude, I got it. Like, let me help you file the report with Twitter. Like, I'll get your account back. So I filed the report with Twitter saying his account had been hacked. And Twitter got back to me saying, okay, it's been hacked. We'll get you started on the process. We're going to send you verification so that he can verify who he is and get his account back. We're locking the account so that can happen, right? He gets his account back Prior to that, literally 5 minutes prior to that, he's like, oh, I got my account back. It's working. I have my login. It's working fine. And then, boom, they lock his account to verify who he is. He already had the password. It wasn't hacked. Like, the filing with Twitter, because he's like, no, don't do that. I'm like, why? You said you need it. I'm like, so filing with Twitter saying his account was hacked, locked his account.
By the way, shout out to Kumi. I see he's heading out. I'm about to head out soon too myself, but that's why I was getting to the rabbit.
But it's like, and then he did that block bot. He did the block bot on everyone and blocked like thousands and thousands.
Go follow Kumi's channel, by the way. Welcome to Cozy. Go follow him right now. Go follow him right now. All right. I'm glad you brought that up because I would have forgot. He actually did do that and posted it on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he posted it. He's like, oh, it was
on his own account.
It was only in there because I sent it to myself to view on.
And by the way, I will. You know, I've said this on my own. I don't like the term revenge porn for several reasons. I just don't think it's kind of a feminist thing that they started up in the first place. But the fact of the matter is, he's criticized me, right? And he's
never broadcast anything,
right? Well, and again, I have my own dealings and thoughts on that, and etc. But he is trying to criticize me on these types of things, right? Like it's like, okay, you're full of shit. What else do we have on this fucker? Because actually, I'm about to wrap up too, because it's almost 4 a.m. Holy shit. Oh, wait, sorry, I muted you. Go ahead.
I was saying, you said we don't, I mean, it was streamed, but you have the underage 17-year-old at the
Yeah, we really didn't get to go into the Snapchat stuff and some of the other stuff.
But like, long story short, it was the noodle shop during his stream in Tarpon Springs. There was a 17-year-old girl. He didn't know she was 17 at the time, but was hitting on her, and the dad was trying to keep us away from the shop. Hid in a bush at one point, hoping he could get a kiss from her. Once he found out she was 17, he got her phone number. And then we're back at the house, and he's texting her, and Phil Lear and I were like, don't do that, dude. She's 17. You can't do that. He's like, well, she'll be 18 soon. Like, I'll talk to her then. We can bring her on the road. I'm like, you realize, one, that's gross, but two, fans will do the math and say,
they'll figure it out.
Time. Like, she wasn't 18 then. And it's like, oh, okay. But he kept trying to talk to her. And I don't know if he kept in touch with her, but there was that. And then, the 14-year-old Snapchat thing. But
well, the whole Snapchat thing, and somebody in chat said we have to do a round two. I think we do have to do a round two because it's 4 a.m. We did get a solid 2.5, 3 hours in. But I think we did leave a little bit on the table.
More, yeah.
As I say, we probably did leave a little bit on the table. And so when I get the studio set up in the new place, I don't know what I just knocked over. Like my pen or something.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. I was like, where did that come from? But when I get set up at the new place, I think we probably will do a part two. I want to give Alex a shake of the hand here. I know he's talking about some stuff that's, personal. I don't want to sound like Warski and use the word trauma, but literally some tough stuff. It's tough to get on and go into depth about stuff that I've done it too, right?
I mean, one thing I wanted to add in
fuck with my life. Like, I laugh about the Loudoun County stuff. I wasn't laughing.
No, not
when I was in the holding cell, and they told me I had 2 felony counts. I wasn't laughing at all. So.
Neither was I with the 3.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
One thing I want to add in is like, people have said like, why are you like, oh, you're Gunt Guarding or you're sticking by Ralph. Ralph's one of the few people like I've known in real life. I know who he is off stream, like entertainment wise. He's never jumped in with these people. Like he's never tried to make up shit, never done anything to slight me, harm me, anything like that. You did one mistake by giving Warski his career back.
That's true. That was a real mistake.
Yeah.
I did that for my own selfish purposes, though, and it bit me in the ass. I'll be the first to admit. But I knew it would.
It was like, and I basically stayed up there. I don't really have any interest to be like collecting subs or likes or anything like that. But like, Bacon, you invited me out here. I figured I'd come and talk. And after all this shit they're living at you, and it's like most of this shit applies to them, not you. It starts to piss you off at some point. And then like Cog, we never even brought up his psycho stuff.
That might be part 2.
That might be part 2. But it's one thing people should know is I was friendly with Cog for over 3 years. We made thousands of dollars in one stream on 4th of July, just doing shots and having fun. Cog in private knew I was friends with Ethan, agreed with me supporting Ethan in several instances, saying he was in the right, but in public would side with Vickers and do all this crazy shit. And then, he did psycho shit.
Who?
What?
I don't know who that is. I don't know. Anyway,
go ahead. He went after me and wife psychotically and started harassing her in DMs and me in public on Twitter. And just because he thought I was going to do a stream with Ralph. talking about Andy because he'd asked me to do one on Andy, bashing Andy. He wanted to do like hours long, multiple parts, bashing Andy with a tell-all story to go against Andy. And I was like, no, I'm not interested. I'm like, I don't care about this shit. And then when Ralph put a tweet out saying like we talked over the phone, he's like, he just went psycho. He's like, oh my God, you're betraying me. Like, I got to kill you. Like, I got to harass you. Like, this.
Well, so Cog actually hates Warski and Warski hates Cog. And I've known that. Well, they suck up to each other when they need to, but they actually hate each other. Now they have another break, by the way, because Warski shit on him because he let his true face show. He doesn't like Cog. And he shit on him. Yeah, after he had him on his show, and now they hate each other.
That was another thing. I had Cog's docs at one point because he was doing some shit on it. And then I realized, that's not right. Don't do it. I'm not going to dox people.
No, it's right. It's absolutely right.
That was my mindset.
No, that's right. And actually, I have his docs too. He doesn't think I do, but so do the Portugal.
I mean, it's already out. But anyways,
well, yeah, I know.
A lot of people didn't believe I had it.
Well, that's what's so funny is he's like, Andy, Ralph doesn't have my docs. I mean, I do, and so did the fucking Lisbon police, and they actually did file charges on you.
As you should.
Yeah.
But Andy and Geek, aside what from they said, were begging me every day. They wanted his docs. They wanted to attack him personally. They wanted to do all this shit to him. And they begged me daily for it. And I didn't give it to them. And then it was funny because my wife, even when we got together, she's like, I kind of didn't really buy that I had it. But then his own brother doxed him online and said
he came on my show too. Yeah.
Really? I missed that.
Yeah.
He said his name, and my wife's like, "That's the name you told me." It's like, oh yeah,
Jonathan was the name, by the way.
But it was like, yeah, it's like, dude.
I forgot the last name.
All those people burning bridges for no reason over deranged shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's his name. Yeah. Faggot, that's what I call him. But yeah, Cog's a piece of shit, and they actually hate each other, and it's so funny. And Warski just couldn't keep it under control. If he had any sense, he would have like kept that bottled up because he keeps. If you're watching week after week on the Quino Casino. He keeps splitting the coalition. This is a political term, by the way, but the coalition of Ralph haters, the coalition of Fuentes haters, America First haters, every week a little layer gets peeled off. Another layer, and it's mostly due to the ego of Andy Warski, to be honest with you. And you just see a little bit peel off, a little bit drop off. And they're losing backing, basically. And Daddy Jim is not going to save them because he's much more concerned with saving his own reputation. And after the flamenco debacle, you've noticed he's not been on Kino Casino. And I will go on the record and say he will never be on the Kino Casino again. And I think that maybe he will now just because I said that. We'll see. But if you notice, he started to distance his brand a little bit from that, and I just don't see. I don't see that happening. I see Warski continuing to fuck things up and ruin everything like he always has. So.